All right, everyone, and welcome back. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Wow, we're off to a great start. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mets Weekly, as we are live at this very moment on YouTube and on X for a very special and now annual live stream. It is 3 p.m. Eastern Time on July 31st, 2025, with the official MLB Trade Deadline just 3 hours away. The Mets are currently sitting at 62 and 47 on the season, just a half a game ahead of the Phillies for first place in the National League East. And of course, it's not just me here. I'm joined by my left and my right hand men, Frank and Andrew. Andrew, I'll go to you first. This is your favorite day of the year. We know it is. And this is the last 3 hours of it. So how are you feeling at this current moment?
Yeah, again, it's my favorite day. It's usually the most impactful days. The deal is made today, help for October, and even though the Mets decided to jump the market and kind of set the market for everybody else, we'll see if they make any other moves today. And as you can see, we get to hang out with you. We get to hang out with a bunch of other content creators, live mics, chaos. It's always my most favorite day of the year, and we'll see what's in store.
All right, Frank, you're here as well. We obviously went live yesterday for the latest podcast episode, and a lot has gone on in between then. For a lot of other teams, lots of big guys have gone off the board as well. Crazy trades, it can be a little stressful. Something that I've seen you sweat out many times as we've done these many times before. So is there a confidence building? Is there a non-confidence building? I mean, we've got a pretty good bullpen that's been set up here. So can they finish it? I don't know.
There's a lot of good bullpens around the league, but, like Andrew's saying, this is Christmas in July. I mean, this comes around once a year. It's something we look forward to all year when the baseball season starts. We do it every year. It's a tradition. So it's always a lot of fun getting all the boxes filled up, just like Andrew said, all the chaos, let it all unfold. So the good news is Harrison Bader is a Philadelphia Philly. So, I mean, that made me happy, and that's about the only happy thing for me today.
Yeah. Okay. And when he kills us in a very crucial playoff race, it is going to be your funeral. Anyways.
Bro couldn't even wait to the guest to be announced to throw that in.
Couldn't even wait.
In his intro.
Couldn't even wait. Couldn't even do it. Anyways. If you've tuned into these before, you know that we are joined by a boatload of special guests. So let's introduce them one by one, starting with some returning guests who have been on our show probably more times than we can count. Co-hosts of the Till Mets Do Us Part podcast, John Saponaro, Matt Ibby Ibanez. Welcome back as very frequent guests, but it's always a great time. Great to have you guys back. I don't know who to point to first. But,
I guess I'm first. No, it's awesome to do this. I know we've done like some version of this for the last 2 years, and I echo some of the sentiments. It's fun, man, and it's better when your team is buyers than sellers, because it means that you're in it. It means that August and September are at least going to be exciting. I hate to use that the Wilpon refrain of like playing meaningful games, but like that's really what you're trying to do, right? Like it's an oversimplification, and that's where the Mets are. They're on the cusp of being, this perennial, well-run franchise, and they're a team that with flaws, but has addressed some of those flaws in spades already. And I think I'm happy that they didn't get all the trades done yesterday and that we're just talking about this stuff in retrospect today. So I think there's a move or two left in the Mets, and I'm looking forward to being on this show when it happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens, and it's obviously going to happen in these within these next 3 hours. Now, we also have another duo joining us who are here as of right now. They have also been on this show multiple times before, including a stream that we just did a few days ago about the trade acquisition of Gregory Soto. They're Mets fans. They're also New York Rangers fans like myself, so they are ready to see a series of culture-changing moves today. So please help us welcome back Evan and Matt from Mets Central Podcast. Again, you guys were here a few days ago when they got Gregory Soto. They obviously dipped into the reliever pool even more, got Tyler Rogers, got Ryan Helsley. So the bullpen's looking good. Hopefully we get a bat, starting pitcher. So great to have you guys back on here.
Yeah, no, hopefully we'll get more in the series of culture-changing moves to come here today with a bet. Hopefully we don't get Sleepy Stearns today. But yeah, overall, off to a good start, at least with the deadline to begin with. Better than what we had to endure, in February or March, whenever the NHL trade deadline was. So that's at least a positive.
Yeah, definitely. We,
I had a
bulked
good
up
NHL
the
deadline. What are you talking
what?
about? Well, I had a great NHL deadline. I don't know what you guys are complaining. I had a great one. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right. But anyways, we obviously bulked up the bullpen, like we said, Soto, Rogers, and Helsley. We did not end up getting Mason Miller, but anyways, sorry, I had to do it. But either way, the Padres end up trading for him. We didn't really expect him to get traded. He was talked about, but that ended up happening. The price for relievers is hot right now. So I don't know what it's going to look like by the end here. There's still some guys out there. We just saw David Bednar go for probably the lowest price of any of these relievers. Yohan Duran went. Helsley went, obviously. Rogers went. I mean, who could be next? Who knows? I mean, we have some other guys. Could Duvall be out the door with the Giants pushing the sell button? Griffin Jax has been talked about. I don't know if that's a little bit less rare. What we've seen. Fairbanks, the Rays are always willing to make a move, no matter what. So we'll see what happens there. Do the Mets dip their toe into that reliever market once again and deep in the bullpen again? I don't know, but we will find out. So for those of you who are in here who have not seen this, you're watching this annual stream for the first time, it's pretty straightforward. There's no script. There's no format. We just go where the breaking news goes. We'll pull up some comments in the chat. We'll crack some jokes, and hopefully none of us will get us thrown off this platform or get us demonetized. Okay? Anyways. So some people in the chat here, I guess we can, Danger Zone coming through. We also are live on multiple YouTube platforms right now and multiple Twitter platforms as well. So for those of you coming through watching on Twitter or YouTube, all your comments should come through. Sometimes they don't. Best way to do it is on YouTube. So we'll see where the news takes us here. As the rumors keep swirling in. Like we said right before we went live, David Bednar just went to the New York Yankees. You knew the Yankees were going to make some type of an addition, and we'll see what else they have in store. But this isn't a Yankee show. We're just looking for what the Mets do. We've heard some stuff about Luis Robert lowering a little bit. Cedric Mullen's been talked about. We know Stephen Kwan has been talked about, who's basically just Jeff McNeil. But anyways, I think they can figure out a way, to hopefully get a bat. I don't know who it's going to be. I have a strong feeling that it might be a bat that we don't even know is even on the radar. I have a strong feeling we could see something like that. I don't know if you guys agree.
I think it's possible. I mean, it's Stearns, and Stearns makes moves that people sometimes don't expect. I think we could say that the Rogers move was probably a move that people didn't expect. He was a person who was on a team that decided to sell. So yeah, then everything is up for grabs. But there was not even a whisper that guy, like, it was just like, the Giants are probably going to be sellers after the weekend they had. And then it was like, all of a sudden, like, yeah, Mets got Rogers. So again, it's not the first time that Stearns has done that. I just don't know who else is available that fits the Mets' needs. I think when you look at it, it's pretty clear that it's somebody who can play a legitimate center field, and that starts to narrow the gap. A month ago, I had pipe dreams of Byron Buxton. He's hurt now and, said he wants to be a Twin for life for whatever reason. So, sure, fine, do that. But I think it could be somebody that we don't expect. I do think it's somebody said in the comments, I do think it's malpractice if the White Sox don't trade Robert. I think that's foolish.
Yeah, I don't know who said it in the chat here.
They have a tendency to do foolish things. I mean, that's how you end up.
They are
being
a horrible
historically
franchise.
Bad last year, so I mean, it wouldn't be the first time or last time.
Yeah, and look, you guys know that was Andre. Thank you. It's crazy because you guys know I'm not a prospect hugger. I got into arguments yesterday all day while I was at the Mets Padres game, by the way, about Drew Gilbert, and people just weren't. But like, if you're the White Sox and you're trying to get Jonah Tong from the Mets, like, it's not going to happen, dude. The Mets are not going to give you one of their big three pitchers for a guy who, while he has tremendous upside, and while I have no evidence of this, but I fully believe that if Robert came to the Mets, he would mash. I just think that he needs to get the hell out of there. But they're not going to give you Jonah Tong. Like, stop it, dude. What are you, crazy?
I just don't understand how the talks went from like, oh yeah, Acuna or Vientos to now Jonah Tong. It's like, oh yeah, we're not going to give you Mark Vientos. Oh, how about Jonah Tong? Like, get out of here.
I'm well aware who that source is that said Jonah Tong. That's not true. I know that source, and he's a troll. So that is not true
there you go.
whatsoever.
Fair enough.
Don't take that seriously.
There's no way that it all of a sudden went from, oh yeah, Acuna or Vientos as the headliner to Jonah
Absolutely
Tong.
not.
Well, I'll ask you guys this, because Ibby and I talked about it. We did our show a day early because of the Mets Padres game kind of falling right when we would normally record. So we did our show on Tuesday. Look, I like Vientos. I think his bat plays despite the sophomore slump. Mauricio is my favorite of those prospects. When you're talking about Mauricio, Beatty, and Vientos, he always has been. I thought if he didn't tear his ACL, he would have been the third baseman if there was a competition between the three. But there is not a person, whether that person is Mauricio or Vientos, or people that I like less, Brett Beatty or Acuna, that I wouldn't trade in this deal to get Luis Robert. I know there's control, and there's this, and there's that, and there's the $20 million option. But to me, it's about fixing this team right now to try to win a World Series. And I think you have a lot of overlapping parts. So I wouldn't want to trade Vientos for Robert. I especially wouldn't want to trade Mauricio for Robert, but I wouldn't let that stop me if I were the Mets. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree.
I mean, we talked about this, Frank. We talked about this on here. It's again.
Yeah, that was Monday. We talked about.
Yeah, it was
that one.
Yeah, we talked about this on Monday. Obviously, this was before Mark Vientos hit that grand slam in San Diego, and the recency bias people when you can't trade him. Told you. But again, it's like when you're at a current point with Mark Vientos. Again, I talked about it of the worst case scenario, like because obviously Mets fans will always expect the worst. So looking at it from the worst case scenario, you have Luis Robert here. Let's say he sucks. You cut him. You don't have to pay him the $20 million. You decline the team option. Then Mark Vientos goes over to the White Sox, and he's amazing on the White Sox. And then, okay, the White Sox are still going to suck. Like that's the whole thing with me. It's all really more about how the team actually contributes instead of the individual performances of this guy's going to get placed on the team, because we know that every single situation is different. We've talked about this with PCA before. If PCA was here, he's not going to be hitting like that. He wasn't going to be hitting like that because the Mets hitting development always hits a stunt at some point. Like we've seen this so many times. But, I mean, I just feel like it's more of what is he going to be doing for the team. Now, obviously, PCA, the Cubs are in contention right now, and he's one of the main reasons as to why. But is Mark Vientos going to carry the White Sox to the promised land? No. He's not going to.
No.
It's not going to happen, especially with that logjam at third base that the Mets have right now. You have to make some kind of a decision. You can't have three different third basemen. Not to mention you have Marte at DH right now, which is he going to move out of the lineup with how he's been swinging the bat? No. So do you move Marte? Do you to keep Vientos at DH? Like, what would be that sort of move where they can figure out what they're going to be doing with this third base situation, which I'm okay with. If they want to say, oh, Beatty and Mauricio will split time there, that's fine.
They can,
but then you also still have Vientos.
I told you about that yesterday. The fit, it doesn't work, and they're not traditional.
Neither of them have done well against
lefties. So you can't do a normal platoon there. So the way I said it was better off put Beatty start at home, and then you can have Mauricio start on the road, because that's where the bigger splits are. I mean, there's a much bigger sample size for that.
Yeah, I mean, and you better hope that they were going to be at home field advantage. I don't know, but I've never seen a Citi Field merchant in my life, and I guess Brett Beatty is going to be that big rarity. Now, we do have some news that did just come up, but it has nothing to do with trade news, but I guess it has something to do with some of the corresponding moves that we've been making with some of these prospects that have been coming out of our system in for these trades. Mitch Voigt is going to Port St. Lucie, so I don't know why is this not popping
fancy.
up, but yeah. So Mitch Voigt's going to Port St. Lucie, and then also some other guys who I don't know, Sam Robertson, I don't know, and then Chase.
Such a casual Carson.
Meggers.
Don't know who they are.
I
They're
don't know.
casual.
I've never heard them before.
Yeah, but if one of them got traded, Mets Twitter would be up in arms like crazy. I've
Hey,
never
Stearns
seen
the
a group.
prospect hugger. Stearns the prospect hugger.
Matt,
Unbelievable.
Ibby, you know we've talked about this. Like, I've never seen a group, and like, admittedly, I don't watch a lot of minor league baseball. I've not seen these guys play. I see the clips and stuff like that, but like, I've never seen a group get more inset. Like, how could you possibly trade Drew Gilbert? Like, I guarantee you, 90% of the people who said that have never watched one inning of Drew Gilbert playing baseball ever. And I say that as somebody who has never watched it either.
They saw him get a base hit in spring training, and they're like,
They saw
That's
the walk.
guy.
They saw the walk-off gif of him at Tennessee hitting a home run. That's what they saw. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all.
it's the personality. The personality.
Yeah.
Well, we
But it's-
replaced
but
it with
the-
guys that sniff foul lines, so at least we're covered. We're able to make up
Like,
for it.
you know, it's
Hey, that's 86 vibes. Come on, Frank. 86.
it's funny.
we all
though,
know how that
Five
ended.
86, right? Come on. Now, what are we doing here?
We all know how
It's
that
funny
ended.
though, Frank, because like you look at the landscape of like where this team is and where this team is projected to go, and you know you look at Stearns guys versus not Stearns guys, but just like objectively, if you have again, you don't even have to be the biggest minor league baseball prospect guy to know that like the Mets organization views Carson Bench as the guy who is going to be the next
Thank you.
center fielder. Like it's clear the trajectory he's on.
That's
It's
very
clear.
nice of you, John. It's very nice.
Listen,
Very
I
nice
I
of
said it because you
Thank
invited me on the show, and you know it's crazy that you have the time to do this and also hit 4 jacks in your last 3 games. But like no, but it's just like it's crazy to me that that's the. Like people don't realize that it's like you don't have to be you don't have to be somebody who analyzes prospects to be like, oh, this guy's on the fast track. They love him. This other guy, when they needed a center fielder, when Jose Siri got hurt, he's 25 and he has to be added to the 40-man roster anyway. They were like, let's try 34-year-old Jeff McNeil instead. Drew Gilbert was never going to
Was
be
never
on
an
this team.
option. Was never an
Yeah,
option.
it was very telling, and I said this so many weeks before. I said, out of all the kids, everyone's like, oh, we got to trade Vientos, we got to trade this. I was like, Drew Gilbert was the most possible guy to get traded, and I was like, this is gonna happen because you have 2 corners locked down, you have center field where Jeff McNeil is getting reps in center field, who's not a regular center fielder, so. Where is Gilbert? Where's
And then
Gilbert
the
going to
Rule
go?
5 eligibility with him.
The World
after
5
the year.
eligibility, too.
Yeah.
And if
And
you're
also-
watching, yeah.
Also, Billy Epler traded for him. So,
Yes.
do we really trust that guy? No.
and the
Idiot.
fact that every time Stearns speaks, it's not as though he's never really lied to us. He always seems like a straight shooter. Body language is a big thing as well. When he was asked the question about Drew Gilbert, you could look at his face, and it seems as though he's like, I don't want to talk about this guy. This guy is not going to be here. And sure enough, less than a week later, he deals him away. Simple as that. Was never an option. Was never the choice for center.
It's
And
also
Drew
not the
Gilbert-
time. Sorry, it's not the time to find out about guys. That was my biggest thing. You can
This was
find
the-
out about guys
Yeah.
in yeah.
He's
Don't
like,
give a damn about him.
He's like, yeah, who? Drew what? I don't
All
know.
right.
I never heard of don't know.
Drew Carey?
Um,
I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, whose line is it anyway? No, but like you can find out about guys in the major leagues, and this is the stuff that always bothers me. I don't think I'm always right. I don't think that I know more than other people, but like I don't understand how so many people watch this much baseball and don't get just how teams operate. Forget about the Mets. You can find out about guys and see what they're going to do at the major leagues in April, in May, in June and into July. If you are a contending team, the math changes. And when the Mets have Mauricio and Beatty and Vientos and Acuna and Alvarez, all who they hope will have some kind of contribution to this lineup, the solution is not, don't get Luis Robert. I bet you that Drew Gilbert can hit 200. How do you know that? Based on what? Based on what metric? Like, it doesn't make any sense to be like, I bet you he can go out here and do that. Yeah.
The dog in him.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get the logic there. People like Luis Robert he's just Tyrone Taylor. I was at the game yesterday and like I'm watching Tyrone Taylor's at bats in person and I'm like, feels like this guy hasn't gotten a hit since last season. And I know that the batting average for Robert is ugly, but I'm sure he has more than 2 home runs and 16 RBI, which is what Tyrone Taylor's boasting. Like, yeah. Come on, guys.
Just the numbers against the lefties alone makes him more appealing. And then on top of that, the defense, where that's why I don't mind moving Vientos for him, where it's like at least with Robert, you're going to get good defense from him out in center field. With Vientos, when he's at his worst, there is no value to him.
100%.
100%.
You're spot on. It's the positional value alone, and that's the argument I was making.
The best secondary tool of Vientos is his arm, which is bested by Ronnie Mauricio. So
yeah,
if he doesn't hit, he doesn't do it. Like here's the discrepancy. We've talked about this before with guys like Jeff McNeil of like if he's not hitting 300, he's not a productive bat. Then this year he's kind of changed his approach and he's actually been efficient without batting 300. So that's been good to see. And he's been a better contributor in that way and adjusting to the game. When you look at a guy like Mark Vientos, I mean, even in these small sample sizes, excluding 2024, this guy was a negative wins above replacement when he was a below average hitter because he doesn't provide anything else but his bat. If he doesn't hit, he's nearly useless. He's the worst player on the team if he doesn't hit.
Yeah, and you know, the Robert being able to play a plus center field as a legit center fielder, mashing left-handed pitching, having a great average with runners in scoring position, being able to steal base. He's got almost 30 stolen bases despite the fact that, you know, he was batting 189 for the bulk of the season, which means when he gets on, it's like automatic to steal a base. If he just came here and did that and didn't rise back to any semblance of what he was 2 years ago, that's still more valuable than what the Mets are running out there. And I think that that's the other thing that people don't seem to understand. So he's owed $5 million for the rest of this year, and he comes here and he's as mediocre as he's been. Well, you're going to pay him $5 million for the rest of the year and the $2 million buyout. You gave up a couple prospects, whatever. But I also, again, I don't think he's going to be that bad. I think he's going to be motivated. He's a better player than Gavin Sheets. He's a better player than Andrew Vaughn. 2 guys that got out of Chicago and have had complete resurgences.
Yeah. True. Very true. I mean, for those of you asking about Tony will be here eventually. He will be here. He'll be here around the 4:00 hour. Same goes for the other guests that we have lined up here as well.
It didn't fix Eloy Jimenez, though, who was mentioned today as like the last time a top prospect got traded, you know, before they making the major debut. We saw the trade Mason Miller. So his name came up today, and he's like even worse than he was on the White Sox. Injuries played a factor, but still not the guy they thought.
That's fair. Eloy's never on the field. So.
Yeah. Can't stay healthy.
Robert's had the same thing, but we've seen what Robert is capable of.
Cutting
Jimenez,
off Eloy in left field, just taking all his fly balls.
Yeah, I mean Eloy. I mean he's similar to Vientos, where he's got to hit in order to be a contributor because everything else he's not that good at. he just isn't. There's a reason why he was in left field for so long because that usually is where the worst defender goes. Or basically just every extra bat that the Mets have, like Dom Smith or J.D. Davis or all these guys, just put them in left field.
Dude.
Todd Hundley, if you go back far enough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know.
He would have played the outfield at one point. Like,
yeah.
We've seen some weird stuff.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'd rather have Robert, but I would take Mullins too at this point. I just think they need a center fielder. I just think you can't go out and not have a guy. Jeff McNeil cannot play 65% of the time in center field for a team that's trying to win a World Series. I think you just can't.
For me, with Mullins, the only thing that scares me, like I know the defense could be slightly upgraded with him, but plugging his bat in, especially towards the back end of the lineup, if that back end remains cold and you plug him in, I feel like it almost makes it worse because when he's cold, man, he is ice cold. So that's the one thing I'm really worried about. Yeah,
entirely fair. That's why I would rather gamble on the upside of Robert. That's where I
agree.
would go, but. Because I think Mullins, that's the other thing. Like I know Bader just got traded right before we went live, and people were saying he could be a fallback option. You know what Harrison Bader is. I think everybody knows what Cedric Mullins is.
He's having a solid year to Frank's dismay, but you know.
Sure, but I just don't know. Do any of us truly know what Luis Robert Jr. is? And I don't think we do. I don't know if he's,
I think what he's displayed can help this team. I think what he's displayed can help, like what we have seen. Stealing bases the way that he has and could be utilized by Anton Richardson. We've talked about it before. Hitting left-handed pitching, hitting well with runners in scoring position, things that can help this team, even with him underperforming to the expectation. With Cedric Mullins here, one thing I will say, if you put him in center field, obviously his defense has regressed a little bit, and this is one thing that I think is not really talked about as much. His arm is basically just as strong as Brandon Nimmo's.
Ugh.
So
no bueno.
Probably not. It's basically if you're talking about Mullins and his arm compared to, I don't know, Jeff McNeil and his arm. I mean, like it's really not like anything special, to be honest. It's average. So
and this team
I don't
really
know how much of an upgrade it would be. Yeah,
they gotta get a right-handed bat in this lineup.
They do.
Yeah, do you guys
think?
Do you guys think that? I know you said earlier, Carr said Quan is basically Jeff McNeil offensively. Do you think Quan would be better than Mullins? And do you think that Quan can play center field? He's only got like 8 games ever played in center field. So that was my 2 questions. Yeah.
No, you're moving Nimmo back to center field if you're bringing in Quan.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's rough.
That's why I think you have to go get Robert. I just think he's
because Quan has the same amount of range that Nimmo has.
Nimmo is getting paid to be a center fielder, though, so you have to think about that. So is Marte to some extent. Like you have
he 100% sure is.
$20 million players that are you going to use them in like premium spots? Or are you just going to relegate them to corners?
And again, if you get Robert, $20 million goes off the books from Starling Marte. $20 million goes back on if Robert's
And how could Nimmo, an experienced center fielder, be worse than McNeil? How is that even possible? If anything,
it's probably because Nimmo can't really move that well.
He's got no legs anymore. That's the whole thing.
McNeil never had legs. Look at his sprint speed. McNeil has no legs right now.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's different, but
my feeling on the Nimmo stuff is that the Mets have more invested in him for longer, and they feel like it's more of a. I know Jeff McNeil has had his fair share of injuries, and again, I'm just speculating when I say this, but. It seems to me like the thought process is Nimmo is a guy who has a tendency to wear down, and I think they view him as somebody who will wear down less playing left field as he gets older. Whereas with McNeil, they're kind of like, I mean, go out there, man. go do what you got to do. If he breaks in half playing center field, they're going to be like, all right, well, now we have to pivot. But I think they look at Nimmo as a guy who, if he's asked to play center field every day, 75% of the time, whatever, 90% of the time, he might break down. And I think the plantar fasciitis and stuff obviously is a big part of that now too.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. And I mean, he's done a fairly good job in left field, obviously. But I mean, defense up the middle, that just doesn't sound like something that Stearns would do. I don't see it as, either it is with Nimmo or is it with Mullins up the middle, because Mullins, even though he can play center field, we've seen him show off his range. He made an insane catch yesterday. And this is another thing. It's like you could DH Nimmo more as well. Then you're like, okay, where does Starling Marte come into the mix? That's the thing. They have such a logjam at some positions, and then they don't at some other positions, and the roster is just constructed in a way that someone's going to have to go on this major league roster. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be one of the young guys? Is it going to be somebody else in here? I don't know. Could it be someone that hasn't even been mentioned yet? Could Lindor be on the move? I don't know.
I feel that with how early the Phillies decided that Bader was their guy, told me a lot about the Robert asking price, and I'm leaning more towards that the White Sox are dumb enough to not trade him and pick up the club option. I thought that I said yesterday that Robert was going to be decided late. It was going to be a bidding war between the Phillies and the Mets. For the Phillies to bail out that early and they go for somebody else and say, you know what, we're out of here, we're pivoting to Bader, and there's just no news on Robert afterwards. If anything, the news was he's not getting moved. Those two announcements happened so close together that it aligns to me that they're not going to move him, and the Mets somehow have to convince themselves on Mullins. That's how it looks to me.
Yeah.
I agree. I thought the same exact
I agree.
thing when that happened.
Yeah, Jay-Z's saying Mullins gets too much hate. I take him and move McNeil back to second base. Listen, if you want to put him in center field and bring him in, but listen, underlying wise, it's not pretty. Let's just say
Arm
that.
value 100th percentile, so his arm
It
is
is,
fine.
yeah, it is. But I mean, listen, we can do a full rundown here of like Mullins. It's like there's nothing special here. Like if you want to,
No.
if you just want to go based off of the circles, I mean, doesn't hit the ball hard.
He had a hot month, and then he's been bad ever
He had a
since.
hot month. He was red hot. That was when his trade value was the highest, and it's nothing crazy. It really isn't.
Well, and I guess my question then becomes, let's say I get people's criticisms of Mullins for sure. And I agree with you guys. I don't think that Quan is a guy who can play center field. So then you have a whole new set of problems that you've created for yourself. If the Mets, we all thought it was like sexy and interesting when the Mets were talking to the Marlins about starting pitchers, and when the Mets were maybe talking about Merrill Kelly and they were talking about Mitch Keller. But like, if the Mets don't get a starter, which I don't think they will, they can go to Nolan McLean. They can go to Brandon Sproat. They can make an aggressive move that helps them, over the next couple months, knowing that they've built this great bullpen, knowing that they have a few starters they can rely on, and, maybe Holmes goes to the bullpen either in sometime in September or sometime in October, whatever. They have a pivot point. My question then becomes, if the Mets don't get, because I don't love Mullins, but if the Mets can't get Robert because they're balking at the price and it's too high, and the Mets don't want to get Mullins and Quan's not a center fielder, what are you doing in center field for the rest of the season? If the answer is McNeil and Taylor, it's not good enough.
Option 3 is Ramon Laureano, who we've
That's
also
what I was
talked
gonna say.
about a little bit. He doesn't belong in center field either, not traditional. He used to be a center fielder back in the Athletics steroids days, but he's now moved into a corner. A teammate of Cedric Mullins has another year on the deal. But what I will say about Mullins, he's, like we said, bunch of blue circles, don't love that. But he is someone who actually plays center field with an OPS 200 points higher than Tyrone Taylor. So you accomplish the goal of having a true center fielder while having a bat that's above league average. So it's not ideal. We would love something better. But he technically checks off the boxes.
Yeah. I mean, then Juan Soto would move to center field. He'll get right field. Christopher's saying, directing right at me, putting the spotlight on me, asking who would I want? I mean, I would prefer to go with Robert if he is still available. I would prefer to do that. I think that there may be a center fielder that hasn't even been mentioned that could be on the move, or an outfielder that could be on the move. I did see some stuff, and I don't want this to be true. Mickey Moniak, I've seen his name going along. He's had a good season.
Joe Adell, please, not Mickey Moniak. Just please
Joe
say
Adell?
instead.
They're not moving Joe Adell. It's not happening.
He's finally hitting. They're not going to move him, I don't think.
The
not
Angels also
moving him.
think they're buyers, so
Yeah.
That's true.
it's fun to play pretend.
We
but-
love these under 500 teams that are buyers. I mean, I love it. Like, it
I
makes
mean-
so much sense.
MLB Network showing a real culture changer. We need a center fielder. I mean, shit, we're not going no defense. We need some more dog. Let's go get Tommy Pham to play center field. Why not?
All right.
Bring him back. I mean,
Don't make Frank too angry.
Yeah, it's a
Come
little,
on,
it's a little
man.
early for that. It's a little early.
Hey, I just realized I gotta
All right.
go. I gotta go.
Brian, okay, so Brian Cashman and I are going to fight here. The Yankees have asked the Marlins about a package that would include Sandy Alcantara and Anthony Bender. If they do that, I'll be very,
Mullins
very
to the
upset. I'll
Mets,
be
yeah.
upset.
Mullins
You
got
can
Mets, the
ask,
Mets got
and
Mullins.
they'll say no. I mean, that's
there we
kind of how
go.
life works.
The Mets got Mullins.
We just got Mullins.
Oh, they did?
Mullins.
Oh,
all right.
There it is.
All right, let's go.
There you go.
Who said that?
Anthony
DeComo.
DeComo.
Let's go.
Como.
DeCuomo. Wow. Nice
All right.
All right. I mean, listen. Again, everything
Hit
I
the
just
ball.
said, you just simply could not go the rest of the season without getting a center fielder. And you know what, Frank? You made a great point. Like he does check the box of being better than Tyrone Taylor. He does.
Above league average. That's all we want because, I feel like what we need to understand is that it looks so bad when Lindor and Alonso are the worst players in the league, but it's like it sounds so simple. But if the guys who are capable of doing what they actually do, like if Alonso, Soto, Lindor, and Nimmo do what they're supposed to do, all you need is just at least league average from center field. And,
I love the word
offense.
if.
Like, they're getting paid way too much to not do it because if you're going to.
But
win
have
the
they
World
ever
Series,
done anything
those guys
before?
Have to hit. It's simple as
Have
that.
they ever done anything before?
The package apparently per DeComo is Ramon Gomez, Anthony Nunez, and Chandler Marsh going to Baltimore. 3 people that if you told me right now were made up, I would believe you. So I don't know who those people are, but I'm sure that's not the
Okay.
asking price that Robert was.
Who the hell is Chandler Marsh?
Never.
Isn't
Okay.
Gomez the guy that was like 130?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. Whoops. There we go.
These are
Fix your
some of the
shit,
guys-
Carson.
These are like some of the guys
Okay.
that MLB The Show press random
Ramon
experience.
Gomez, hard-throwing right-hander who can touch 104 miles an hour, but he is a walking Tommy John surgery. Anthony Nunez is a prospect who's lower in the top 30, nothing really special. Chandler March has been a organizational guy for multiple years, so it's nothing crazy, to be honest. But, yeah.
Okay, so now that they've done that, do they continue to work? You think there's another trade in the Mets in the next couple hours?
Sorry, I had to
I
shift
hope
to
that they
the
get a
left there,
start.
sorry.
I hope that they get a starter now. That they didn't have to give up too much in this trade package. So
Boy, I
you
hope
held on to
so.
Vientos, you held
Yeah.
on to Acuna. I'd say go out there get a starter.
That and maybe get
I would
Miami.
think that they're talking with Miami. I would like to think at least.
Listen,
that and
if the
maybe get,
Yankees
like,
think
another
that they
bench
can,
piece.
if the Yankees think they can get Sandy, the Mets have what it takes to get Sandy. I don't buy into this nonsense about the Yankees farm
And-
system being better than people think it is. It's not.
And every report so far says that Stearns is, he's pushing all in. So it feels like it makes sense to keep going at this
Is
point.
there there a division tax Mets Marlins versus Marlins Yankees though? That
It wasn't for the Phillies for Luzardo.
I don't think so. I think the Marlins just trying to get
Luzardo.
red of everything. They'll just if
Sandy's
if there's
injury
talent,
prone,
they'll
isn't
take
he?
it.
He just got Tommy
Yankees-
John surgery, which is a
Yankees
prerequisite
got
for
Jake-
pitchers at this point.
Yankees got Jake
Yeah.
Bird from the Rockies.
Oh, the Birdman.
The who got the hooey? What?
Yankees
Yo,
got Jake Bird.
They've
Yankees-
been working on that. Yeah.
The Yankees are out here making like Wilpon Mets deadline acquisitions. I'm sorry. I know everything is. Sometimes it's about raising the floor of your team and not raising the ceiling and blah 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 blah. But like, I'm sure you guys do too. I have a lot of Yankee fan friends, and like one of my good buddies, one of my best friends, who's a diehard Yankee fan, is like they should be selling. He's like, this team is not good. They should sell like they did in 2016. And he's just like, for weeks, he's been adamant about it. And he's like, but instead, we'll buy and we'll be mediocre, and maybe we'll get
Yeah.
into the playoffs, maybe we won't. And
They
that's
were in the World
it wins.
Series
That's Wilpon.
last year. They have to keep going. I mean, the fans are just totally.
Yeah, because of our right fielder.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Frank. If they were this, and I know it's not a Yankee show, so whatever. I don't want to beat a dead horse on this, but like if they had Soto and they were doing poorly despite that, I could see your logic there. But they went to the World Series off the strength of 2 guys, and they lost one of them to us, and the other guy's hurt now. And Bellinger's been a very good replacement. Everybody else they brought in has been horrendous.
I mean,
like,
they paid a
it's
ton
full-
for Max Fried. He got off to a
He-
great start.
also
they
very good.
Paid a big contract for him. I mean, 8 years for starting pitcher at 30 years old is absolutely nuts. You brought in Goldschmidt, who's also wearing off. I mean, a lot of these moves looked good at first, but as the season's gone on, they've declined. So they've been very aggressive.
Poor
and
Yankees.
They're not just gonna stop. They're just gonna give up. Especially the American League. The American League is so weak that
Such a rough time to
they
be the
still have a shot.
Yankees. Heartbreaking. Anyways.
So.
Just updating here.
Oh, we finally got the
Make sure
return
this
on the
doesn't-
Brock Stewart trade. James
Oh,
Outman
finally.
being sent to Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
What was the return?
Okay.
James Outman.
I mean, there's your Byron Buxton replacement.
I mean, to get Mullins for not getting a top 25, I think they did pretty good. I mean,
That's why I
overall.
wonder if they're not done, and I
Yeah.
wonder also just because they made this 2.5
They gave up
hours
a top
before the
25,
deadline. I
but-
wonder if there's like something else that they have in the works, so they just wanted to get this done.
They gave
that's
up
what
a
it-
top 25,
I
but
feel like there
nothing
needs to be something else.
That's what
Showtime
it feels
needs
like.
to.
It feels like there's a pivot. Like, I think right before it happened, Frank, did you mention it? You were saying how like it seems like the Phillies' willingness to just go and get Harrison Bader meant that like either the asking price from the White Sox was too much, or they were just like, they're not going to trade him, whatever. This seems like that kind of a move from the Mets. Like maybe the
Yes.
Mets stayed in a little bit longer, knowing
They
that
bailed
Philly
out,
was
too.
out,
Yes.
and saying like, can we get this done? And the answer was no. And they're like, okay, let's go do this other thing. Michael Barron saying that Ramon Gomez is the 30th ranked prospect. The other two are unranked prospects in the Mets system. So I think
Everyone's
that's
got different lists. So
Sure,
but
sure.
All in all, I mean, 25 at best. So that's
Chandler
perfect.
Marsh is not real.
No, Chandler Marsh is unranked.
That's
I
not a
think-
real person.
Last note on
Anthony
Rivera.
Nunez is number 14, 14 on Pipeline, and Ramon Gomez is 30th. So
Yeah, I would say the last
he'll-
note
yeah,
is
we got-
Padres the only team crazy enough to give what the White Sox are looking for, and if the Padres don't, then he's not getting moved.
Yeah. What do they have left?
Padres have
Like,
nothing left.
12-year-olds in
They'll find
Ethiopia? Like,
something.
what's left?
They'll
have
find
nothing.
something. I mean, that's how they operate.
I didn't say. I said a variation of it. I just said that that's where the kids are from. It's a different variation. I didn't say that version. I said they're gonna draft the kid. They drafted him and trade him. That's what that meant. I didn't say, I could have said Uganda. I could have said Kenya. I just said
you're such an ass. Oh my.
somehow everything
Okay.
you're saying is making it worse. And I don't
Exactly.
even know like the root of what you're defending, but it just feels like you should just stop.
Do I ever though? I mean, that's
No,
There's no
but
off
it
do I
just-
button.
ever?
There's no fucking off button with this guy.
God.
D-backs and Red Sox talking Merrill Kelly.
Ooh,
Okay,
there you go.
that makes
That makes a ton of sense.
All right.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
They need an
Yes,
arm.
I just feel like there's too much smoke around starting pitchers that may get dealt that have not yet been dealt. That the Mets are not at least kicking the tires on this. Plus, I've been on the Clay Holmes needs to go to the bullpen because no pitcher can add 100 innings to their arm in one season and be expected to be effective. And ever since then, he's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. And I just think you need to shorten him up. I think you
Well,
should
we have
go short
Blackburn
up.
coming back, so we should
And when
be
you
fine.
That's
you
true.
get
That's a good
Mullins,
point.
When you get Mullins, it's even though the numbers are better on paper than someone like Robert, but still, you didn't really get a world beater in terms of offense added to the lineup. So it's like I feel as though you need to continue to shore up the pitching because if you're not going to get the scoring from the back end, you got to keep on pitching well. So go out there and get a starter to help push people down or piggyback guys because of innings or what have you. Move someone to the pen, whatever it may be. That makes that seems like it makes a lot of sense. We got 2 hours and 15 minutes left. I feel like a pitcher should still be had.
And Acuna's still on the roster. I feel like he's got to get dealt by the end of the day.
And if
What
you got
if-
Mullins in center, you're moving McNeil back to second. I guess we're just sitting guys now. I mean, you have an excess here. You can make a move.
What if you
What
did
about
something...
Beatty to the Astros? How we feel about that? Like no, like
Hunter
legit,
Brown,
no,
1
legit.
for 1,
The
I like the
Astros
deal.
are looking for a third base.
Totally
and
not
looking
gonna
for
say no,
left-handed
but yeah.
bat.
It's not
I'm curious-
happening. Stop.
The fact
But at
No.
the same time, when it comes to Houston, I want to know what are they give. Like if that happened, Frank.
Didn't they already get
if
Ramon
they give,
Urias last night?
Yeah,
Right.
they got him last
But
night.
still-
They got their
but
infield.
But still, if
I mean, come on
let's just play the game here. If it did happen, what are the Stros giving back? Like, what would the Mets ask the Astros? Like, I don't even know what they have to give us that would either help or what we could repurpose for another deal. Like, that's where I'm confused when it says Houston's calling the Mets and saying we're interested in your infielders.
It would have to be some form of pitching. The Astros find pitching out of anywhere. Like they just dig it up in the ground and just have a new pitcher ready to go. So,
But they're still
They
looking
get
for
that
adding
return.
more pitching. So yes, like
Right, like they want Cease or whatever.
want
or
Cease
they
and
want
Sanders.
well,
Alcantara.
Cease
So,
isn't
like,
moving,
yeah.
so that they could scratch that.
What if from an offensive standpoint where it's like, okay, they got Mullins, but they haven't like tremendously moved the needle. is there a situation where the Mets do revisit a rumor from earlier in the week where we saw maybe they do trade McNeil for something? Maybe they try to use some of their other prospects to acquire a guy like Brandon Lowe. Brandon Lowe becomes your second baseman. I mean, it's a lot of moving
did say
parts.
before
It's a
the
lot of-
Rays
DH here.
They did
they
say for
said-
the Rays that they're going to hold Yandy and
And
Lau.
Lau.
That was the latest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Lau, excuse me.
okay.
Nate Lowe, Brandon
Nate Lowe,
Lau.
Brandon Lau.
Hey.
I always when they're not next to each other, I get confused of which one is.
And don't forget Josh as well.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
right, Josh. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. That seems like a lot of moving parts to execute in 2 hours, but you never
Exactly.
know.
Yeah, that would be quite something to pull off in a couple hours. That's a lot.
I was hoping to maybe get like O'Hearn too, just to
Yeah.
have a left-handed DH.
He could be a Texas Ranger. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Or
need to
Milwaukee
do-
Brewer.
They need
Yeah,
to
he's
do
a
something.
Brewer,
Or
Ranger.
Brewer. I mean, those two
Yeah, that-
teams. There's still a few contenders who really have to do something here. The Cubs, you have an amazing year. Where's your upgrades? The Dodgers, as we always say, are still too quiet. There's Brock Stewart is not enough. There's still too many other contenders that need to move as well.
Brock Stewart's really good though.
He's good.
Stewart's really
but
good.
That's not Dodgers.
got better-
And a lot
got
of
It's not
talent still floating
Kelsey.
out there. A lot of talent. A lot of talent still out there.
Well, thank God we got our center fielder.
Any situation where Jeff McNeil is not playing regular center field, and again, I know you guys know I'm not a big fan of his for a lot of different reasons. Carson, you and I are always in agreement on this.
Never
But-
said anything like that. You are completely just throwing me under the bus like that.
But for me, it's kind of just as simple as it's admirable that he can play there. He's better there than I thought he'd ever would be. Quan to the Dodgers.
No, is that true? Hold on. Is it true?
I don't know.
I didn't see
Yeah.
it passing by me.
I don't see
Factor
anything.
cap.
Who's
Cap.
that?
I don't see. No, I
No,
don't
that's
see
a cap. I
anything.
mean, is it
I
probable?
mean,
Yes. Is it
Putting
official?
more
mean, I
caps on. Cap.
I could see that happening, but it hasn't happened yet.
That'd be right because I just said they're too quiet. That's
Exactly.
what's
Right on
Dodgers
time, the
like.
Dodgers make a
Yeah.
trade, but no.
Dodgers, you're too quiet.
I guess this does correlate. They kind of guarantee there's another trade. Who's coming off the 25-man for Mullins tomorrow? It's Acuna's the only obvious guy left to move, so there has to be
It's Acuna.
another
Or
move.
Vientos.
Or
I
Vientos
could
the
s-
option.
yeah.
That'd
but
be
that's
Acuna. That'd be Acuna.
Yeah, so
Because
again,
then
you-
Taylor,
there kinda has to
Taylor
be another
becomes a
trade
full-on
tonight.
pinch runner.
Yeah.
Right.
So
there has to be another move.
It's going to be
somewhere.
Acuna.
Yeah, Acuna.
Now,
100%.
question: since the Mets have not traded any of their top prospects, is there a starting pitcher with control that any of you would trade? Not all of them, not multiple. Would you put any of the Mets' top prospects in a deal to get a starting pitcher?
Joe Ryan, if
Williams.
he's truly available.
Mackenzie
Yeah,
Gore,
yeah, that'd
but
be
that's
Joe
not
Ryan.
happening.
Jet
Ryan,
Williams would
yeah.
go in there. Yeah, Jet Williams and more Jet Williams.
Get rid of all the little people. Yeah, get them all
Let's
out of here.
see.
DD Carson. DD.
If you're below 5'9", you go
gotta
in that
go.
trade package
You
for a
gotta go.
pitcher.
Well, guess what? Cedric
Well, it's
Mullins
time
is
to trade
not
Carson, then.
necessarily a skyscraper.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm 6'1". Frank's the short
Yeah,
one here.
sure you are. Sure you are.
Cedric Mullins is also only 5'8", but
Exactly.
for some reason he plays bigger. He plays like center
He's
field.
got the heart of a 7-footer.
It's just not. I mean, like when you look at him, like if he stood next to Acuna, I wouldn't think that they'd be the same size.
He's our Zach Jones.
Oh boy.
There.
So a little less.
Jet
than
Williams
3
has to be untouchable. Yeah, you can't really find him. It's kind of hard to touch him. Sorry.
John Heyman mentioned that the Astros aren't completely off Carlos Correa, and they're still talking to the Twins about him.
Can this guy tweet something useful though for once? Like tweet when there's news.
No.
Like holy, just so
We-
annoying.
We need to hear Heyman's.
The Mets
rational
the Mets
He needs that
tried
$6
with
he's
Robert
making off
and
Humphrey.
didn't
He
get
needs that
him.
money.
Yeah, at least we don't have to see every 5 minutes the Mets center fielder tweet from him now.
That's
At least
So-
that's
true.
done.
I think the Merrill Kelly Red Sox thing is the most important move that needs to happen because, like Ibby was saying, the starting pitcher market has not been set yet. So it's
Yes,
like you
true,
just
yeah.
need the first one to go to then decide like what's everyone else going to be giving up here because that's what with the relievers. Like when we first saw Rogers, we're like, wait a minute, why is this so much? And then all the reliever deals have been for a ton. So no one has really set that starting pitcher market yet as far as like quality starting pitcher. Steven Matz, as much as I love him personally as a person more so, doesn't count. You know,
Yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't count.
I forgot. I wish I can give credit to who it was on Twitter, but somebody said yesterday with regards to Rodgers, they were like, in years past, the Mets would be victim of someone else setting the market for relievers and kind of be left holding the bag a bit more. Gave them credit for going out and basically setting the market, despite the fact that they didn't go and get, and he's very good, but not the best guy, right? Like he's not Duran. Like we're like, oh, he went and got this guy. So I thought that was a pretty good point, especially when they backed it up by getting Helsley afterward.
And bullpen is the way to go. I mean, the Padres, I know everyone hates the same, but the season ended today. You faced the Padres in the postseason, just got swept by them in the regular season in a series. But, they added Mason Miller. Like, as tough as their bullpen was in this series we just played against them, they didn't even have Mason Miller. So it's not going to get easier, so to speak.
But Mason Miller hasn't been good this year, so...
Yeah, but Mason Miller facing the back end of our lineup really scares me because he's just going to shut him down.
Mason Miller, he's going to get a rude awakening when he sees Cedric Mullins at the plate in the 9th inning.
I mean, I will say this. There's one guy that I know can hit Mason Miller's fastball, and that's Ronnie Mauricio.
Just going to turn on it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like the recency bias of the guys he just hit home runs off of late in games on this road trip. Like he's got great bat speed and he doesn't get cheated. Now, you throw a wrinkle in there, might be in trouble, but yeah.
Will he make contact with it? We'll find out.
I don't think Ronnie Mauricio is going to be missing too many fastballs right down the middle. He doesn't strike me as the guy who misses those pitches the way some of the other guys
outplaying Brett Beatty. So we'll see.
And don't look now, by the way, but in a very small sample size, 22, 23 games, he's like second in the league and outs above average at third base. And he
is.
I know there's no one
TikTok
singular.
Edits. Think about the TikTok edits, John.
The TikTok edits of Brett Beatty?
Yes. Think about them.
Nobody makes TikTok edits of Brett. People do that?
Oh, they do.
That seems like a waste of time to me.
It is, but they
just say my name, Carson. Just say my name, you jerk.
Oh, it's not you. No, it's not you, Ibby. I know that you actually have some more useful things to do with your time. It's the people that just, oh my God, the amount of music they put his stuff to. God, it's just...
Yeah, man.
But he has no aura.
Do we use this word cringe anymore?
Sure. But why would you make videos about a guy with negative aura to use?
I would love
term?
to watch Brett Beatty highlights with Mr. Brightside playing in the background. Come on now.
Oh my God.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's even worse.
I have to go again. I can't be here for this. I can't support this.
While we're waiting, do we watch Beatty TikTok edits?
We should. We should.
You will. I think that will
copyrighted.
demonetize this.
Yeah.
Should watch McNeil highlights.
Yeah, we can watch from 2 games ago when he cost the Mets 3 bases and 2 runs, being an awful center fielder.
I'm going to create a compilation of Jeff just throwing his helmet for Carson. That's all I'm going to do. Just constantly throwing his helmet.
Can you do it to the beat of something like?
I was just gonna do break stuff, but I'll do whatever you want.
All right.
Okay. Will White is saying, how about we talk more about Mullins' contract and stats? Well, the contract's irrelevant because he's a rental, but
he's making.
He's not making anything, really. I don't think he is.
Yeah, he's making like $9 million.
Yeah. So and is that on the season?
Which is less than McNeil.
Yes.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
And also, don't forget, these are all prorated, so you're paying.
Right.
For 80 games of that, or 50 games, whatever it is. 50 games.
I mean, as far as his stats, 15 home runs, that's better than, we mentioned, Tyron Taylor's 2 home runs. You'll take that.
Yeah.
And at least it's above league.
He could run into a couple, but his cold streaks are cold.
But you know what though?
And we have a lot of guys who get cold.
Yeah.
I know this is the opposite of conventional wisdom, especially for deadline acquisitions. Because everybody's always like, you want the guy who's on the heater. You want the guy who's on the crazy hot streak. You want Suarez having the season that he's had. But it's like, this is the best Suarez has ever looked. There's a chance you get a guy like Suarez and then he goes in the tank. could you bank on somebody who is a hot and cold streaky player who hasn't really had a second hot streak this year in Cedric Mullins coming here and having a hot streak for 50 games? It's possible.
I mean,
He's
how
having-
do you think the Mariners feel about having him a second time? It's just like
Having to give up pieces to get him.
yeah, like
I
it's
think
just-
I'm
I
sorry.
think that's one of the reasons why Stearns really wanted Robert, because he was banking on that high ceiling, and if you could potentially get that high ceiling out of him, you have a guy that's probably all right. Sure, he's $20 million, but that's a guy who provides you good defense. He could provide some power, could provide some contact and speed on the base pass. It's unfortunate that the White Sox were unrealistic with the package that they wanted back.
I'm sorry, it's off topic, but like it just like this is aura to people. This is aura.
Listen, I said what I said, Carson, on TikTok a few months ago. I said that Brett Beatty looks like Clay Aiken, and I will not take it back.
Discount
it's
Marner.
Oh God.
Like this.
He's
Hold
keeping
on.
Texas foreground
hold
teeth here.
Hold on.
This.
Hold
boy.
on.
What happened?
According to Deportes, which we all know,
God.
according to
God.
Deportes,
Oh, great.
Oh great.
Adolis Garcia to the Mets.
Huh?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that
According
makes
to
sense.
Deportes, we all know it's Deportes, but still, just
So
one
You're
word
talking
out there.
that he's saying it's done, like it has
says-
happened.
Well, he spelled it wrong. He said instead of breaking news, it's bracking news. So
Bracking
bracking news. Adolis.
Oh,
Garcia
thank God!
trades
I was waiting
Oh,
for breaking news.
Breaking some news, exactly. Well, I mean, it's like Heyman yesterday being like,
Whoa.
he's going to the Otters. I'm like, what the hell is this guy tweeting about? He's got his Arby's in his hand trying to tweet out
Whoa.
Otters.
He's going to the Erie Otters playing the
Exactly.
OHL.
There you go. Go play, take McDavid's jersey number.
Let's see. I mean,
I
obviously
mean-
the tweet's gonna blow up, but let's see.
Here we go. Unless that's your DH, but then Marte's, it doesn't make any sense.
That's fine. That's fine though. I mean, well, they could also move
That's-
Marte somewhere else.
That is so. Oh, that is
Carson, you
beautiful.
mentioned Adolis on one of our
I
streams
did.
this week.
Again,
mention him.
there's bats out there.
Carson,
I
our
did.
faces are covering his stats.
Oh no! Not the MLB app
Maybe it's
stats.
better off that way. I liked our faces better. Put us back up. That's awful. Good lord.
I mean, but he would help. He's another
He's
guy.
so pretty.
If you're like going quantity over quality and you're trying to stockpile bats because you're not getting exactly what you need, he makes sense. I mean, I don't believe
Someone has to be going. Then
I don't
Someone
believe
has
in-
to be going then. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't
way.
believe-
Yeah, now all the Spanish report. Now Mike Rodriguez is confirming that Adolis Garcia's going.
Yeah, I
to
just
Mets.
saw that.
All the Spanish guys are confirming it.
Huh?
Oh, our aggregate.
My dad just texted me that Mullins is a Met. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Totally not.
Yo, tell your dad to get with the bracking news.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
But speaking of the Rangers, they're also looking at Merrill Kelly. So
Yeah. And then O'Hearn. The
I wish we were
Astros
looking
Yeah,
at
I
O'Hearn.
when did I mention Adolis Garcia? Was that was
Last
that
week,
yesterday?
yeah.
Or?
It might have been.
I think when I was the stream I was
Yeah.
here, I think that's what we yapped about that a little bit.
Yeah.
The one stream I had a year.
But that's what we're saying that because we've seen so many reports of Metro taking calls on Blackburn, on McNeil, on Marte, on Beatty.
Oh,
but
could it be
They actually
Blackburn?
haven't moved any of their major league guys yet. It's only been additions.
We're gonna get rid of Paulie Punchouts?
I don't know if this is worth noting from Mets updates. They said that Cedric Mullins has a career .429 batting average and a .1026 OPS at Citi Field. So,
What,
know.
in like 6
Yeah, in
games?
like
Solid.
3 games. Nice.
Another City Field merchant. That's what we want, baby. Let's go.
We gotta find him. I mean, there's like the bottom 5.
Please
inning
be.
and
I
hit
need
it
this
home,
to
hit
be
it in
true.
field.
I
Listen,
need this
if-
to be
What
true.
now?
if the Mets
What?
did get Adolis Garcia and they got him for guys off of the major league roster swapping money or change of scenery for change of scenery, or it's like they think he'll be better than Viento. I don't know. Like if they did it for somebody off of their major league roster, I'm down with that.
The hell was that?
Is that Thunder?
That was the thunder outside
Jesus.
right there.
So much lightning.
I
around
might
right
die,
now.
folks.
Yo,
my
why
God.
do you
It
guys
just
hold on.
left me. Now it's headed towards you.
why do you guys live in a place that has rain? It's weird.
I have I
about
get a
you go to
tornado
hell,
every
John?
Tuesday. So,
Huh?
That's crazy, man. I mean, we did
just
have
had
a
tsunami warning. What are you
yeah, but
talking
not.
about?
Listen, we had a tsunami warning. I drove to San Diego. It was fine. It was fine.
Oh my God! Please it be true.
I mean, again,
Someone of merit actually say something.
Tweet this.
please?
I don't know about the Adolis thing.
Yeah, I don't
know
believe
about the breaking whatever.
Bracking.
Bracking.
What's
Breaking
crazy,
news.
Frank? I agree with you completely. I don't trust fucking Keef's barber, Mike DePorte. I wish Keef was here for this because he'd be like, "Don't come for my barber that way." But like, I don't trust it. But what's wild is that he's going. Like, it's not like, oh, they're talking.
It's...
Like to come out and say it's happening, like that's wild.
But
that
also
is
the overthinker in me is like to spell it wrong. Like you have to be typing super
So
fast,
So quick,
or
yeah.
it's like, are you like doing I don't even reverse psychology? Like, oh, maybe if I act like it's spelled wrong because I'm in such a rush, it makes it look.
Or
more
Andrew just typed out the tweet.
Exactly, or it's me
Yeah.
tweeting.
That's
We know
also
that. We know.
The fucking
Well, I feel
rhino
like-
thumb shit.
Ryan, I got big thumbs. I'm sorry, I got Rhino.
Well,
I feel like
Carlos
if it's
Correa,
breaking news-
Carlos Correa to the Astros.
Hey,
Really?
there's a
More breaking news.
more bracking news. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I mean, if it's
Bomb
breaking
drops.
news, then it's true. If it's breaking news, then I don't know about it.
Carson, before we talk
Who
about
said that?
Carlos Correa, can you
who got that one?
On Underdog.
share your screen
Yeah.
from Mets Muse on Twitter so that people can see what aura looks like?
Oh God, who is this?
No,
Yeah, I know exactly what
This is like
tweet you're
Ramon
talking
Castro,
about.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Like some fucking random like 2000.
no. It has to do with the bracking news.
No, dis aura.
Oh, La Bamba.
Yeah.
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 That's aura.
Yeah.
How do you show his
That's
big
aura.
ass head?
That's
He's
what
got
we
like a
call
fucking
aura.
dome piece. Jesus.
Yes.
That's aura. And you know what? He does have a big head, but when he's got a hat or a helmet on, you can't really tell. That's aura.
Yeah, when
That's
he comes over
bracking
here,
aura.
he's going to be busted
Yeah.
for steroids.
So
So.
Feinstein just retweeted Correa's. Yeah. there it is. Passing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Correa to- So who am I gonna see in 2 weeks in
Action?
Wichita? Who the Twins
Nice.
getting? Yeah, who
I
the
like
Twins
that.
getting in
Wow.
Wichita in 2 weeks? Who we got?
Wow. That's crazy.
But why did Passan say
Anyways.
breaking?
Not exactly.
We've
you gotta
got
be cracking.
another guest joining us for the 4th year in a row, Anthony Rivera from Subway to
Hey,
Shea.
my guy in the
Aunt
building.
Rivera in the house.
I thought I wear orange not only because of the Mets, but thanking the Orioles for giving us some players here,
There we
helping
go.
us out a little bit.
That's
and
true.
the other orange team added Carlos Correa.
I can't believe they got him back.
Wait,
Have
so-
you
so
heard
you-
Have you heard the bracking news?
Did
from
you hear
the-
the
I
bracking news?
did hear the bracking news. That,
your
we
thoughts on
got,
the
was it
bracking news?
Adolis Garcia? Did we trade Jet Williams? Was that a part of that bracking news?
I think it was Jet Williams and Jeff McNeil. I think
Don't make Carson even more
It
excited.
has to be someone from the major league roster
It's
if
sad.
that is true.
I
I'm
also
not going to
think
say that. it
Acuna's
actually
going back.
Acuna's
He's
going
going
back.
back.
Well, I
I think Mike DePortes is throwing in for the rest of the season. He's going to be the City Field barber. I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to give out
There you go.
haircuts.
You know, if we rip him
Bracking
all,
news is going to be the new arson judge.
Arson,
Bracking
exactly.
news.
if we rip him on X, that trade will
Can
definitely go
can
through.
we trade for a new hitting coach instead?
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
I hope so.
I'm
that
I'm
possible?
about that life.
The competition for the
Marte.
tightest.
I don't know. Marte might go the other way if that's true. If that's true, we don't know. The barber community is pretty much on it. We don't know if the
And
baseball
hey,
community is.
you have your
yet.
great conversation at the barber shop. So I mean, that's always some of the best conversations.
That's what this feels like anyway. This feels like a barbershop conversation. And what do you think about like I don't think we're pretty skeptical because of the source, but the fact that he comes out because like Mike DePortes has been wrong a lot, but this is not like I'm hearing they're talking. I'm hearing it's close. This is a very definitive do you think so? It's not to say that he can't be wrong anyway, but this is the kind of thing that you can't really backtrack from. Like you're going to look real bad if you say this. And it's wrong.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. It's like if we get at
But
him
he doesn't care
on
that's
social
the
media.
thing. Like he'll just keep going. Like next week he'll be saying some other shit. Like
I mean, we're
10 minutes.
we're 10 minutes into it already, and no one has said anything. Nobody.
No.
So no one said a word yet.
thanks, Mike.
But what if it's a 6-team trade? You know, maybe we got to get all 6 pieces. I mean, come on.
It's very
This
true.
is all. This is while we're the bracking news that we're waiting on is Adolis Garcia
Wait a minute.
trade to the Mets. That's what
Wait
we
a
were
minute.
seeing.
The reason maybe we're waiting because maybe there's a certain player that has to waive his no trade clause, and a lot of money might be coming with him. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, maybe Jacob deGrom's coming too, so you got to get the approval, and then it's going to take a while for bracking
That
news to
would've been
break.
Ain't coming back.
Anyway, I gotta go. I'm just gonna keep using that as my out.
There you go.
And Martino says
the
they're
Mets are
just
likely.
about done.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thanks.
So all right,
Andy.
let's hit the end button. We only go
I mean,
for
how
an
much,
hour.
how much cold water does he have in his house to just spill?
I'm blocked by him. What do you say? We're done? I'm blocked.
We're done. All right.
He said Yanks might not be done. Mets
Well, of
feel
course the Yankees
like
aren't,
mostly
though, right?
done.
And yeah, that sounds right.
Well, most likely doesn't mean completely done. There's two different things.
Yeah,
was like,
we're
what
gonna
about
get
Adolis?
some weirdo. I don't know.
I really wanted a
Wow.
starting pitcher.
Same.
Yeah, would have been nice.
And
Paul
that's what we were
Blackburn for
talking
life.
about right before you got on, like after the Mullins deal. Like they pivot. Seems like Robert's either not available or the asking price is crazy. They get Mullins, they give up nothing, and then there's this ability to like package some of the pieces that we all thought would go for a bigger deal for a starting pitcher, and it seems like they're probably not going to do that, which is sad.
Okay, well, we did get something from. This isn't even legit, so it's not even. But this is the thing from what's his name, Rooms or whatever, who has no sources.
No sources.
He's saying the Mets are working on a deal for with the Rangers for Adolis Garcia. However, I've heard it's not final. Not sure where the reports have surfaced from. Yeah, it came from the fucking barber himself. That's where it came from. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I don't mean to be
Oh boy.
I don't mean to be this guy because like
Yes, you do.
Yes,
no
you do.
listen
Like
okay Soto, Rogers, Helsley, Mullins. It's a lot to reshape your team in one fell swoop at the deadline. And I agree with you guys. You said before, like the stars have to be the stars for this team to go where they want to go. If the Mets are in fact done, it doesn't feel like enough.
I agree. I felt like we need, because this team has not been hitting mostly all season, I felt like this team needed at least another starter, and we're seeing this now. I mean, look, Clay Holmes is starting to fall apart. He's not going to be starting in the postseason game. You got a bunch of ifs, like Kodai Senga. Yeah, he's great, but will he stay healthy? Same thing with Sean Manai, who has chips in his elbow. Frankie Montas, like, I have like no confidence in the postseason for Frankie Montas. And what is it, David Peterson? David Peterson is going to lead the charge, and I'm pretty sure he can. He's a dog. He could do it.
All-star.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the rest of this pitching staff, when you're going up against the Phillies rotation, when you're going up against the Padres, who also they got Mason Miller today, and they whooped us around. Like, these are some good teams as well. So, like, I don't know. I would have even have settled for Merrill Kelly. Like, there needs to be a pitcher that's.
I
I wish we
give
got
this
Merrill
team-
Kelly.
I think other teams are going to outbid
Innings.
the Mets for Kelly, is what it looks like.
They
that's
just
Boston
needed to get
or
someone to give them
somebody.
innings. I didn't
And-
care who it was.
And the one thing I said before, which, I do stand by, is before they got Mullins. I said at least if the Mets don't get a starter, they have McLean, they have Sproat, they can pivot. Now, I know it's not guaranteed. Those guys can be awful, right? But they have people who are right on the precipice of coming up, where you can get innings from them over the last couple months of the season and maybe into the playoffs if they're very good. The Mullins thing, getting a center fielder seemed like the most important. But I think the reason why this is a little bit more underwhelming to me, if indeed they are done, and I don't fully believe it, there's still 2 hours left, but the reason why it's underwhelming to me is if you don't get a guy with a higher ceiling than Mullins, you haven't really addressed the offense and you haven't addressed the starting pitching. So you address the bullpen in spades, but it doesn't seem like the other moves are enough for what this team needs if they're gonna be all in. That's, I think, it's a combination. It's not just for me. It's not just the one move. It's like, okay, but it feels a little soft. And Red Bear Fox making a good point, saying they have a lot of big league, they've acquired a lot of big league players in exchange for minor league players. And the major league roster has too many people on it right now. They're going to need to move guys. I do think that's fair too. It just feels like that's something that might happen.
This is what happens though when, like, instead of maybe going one of these kids or two of them, when you put all your monies and chips on all the kids, and they've been okay over the last month or so. Like, it's really been the top of the lineup, your stars that have really faded away right now. But you said, like Frank said, Cedric Mullins is, an upgrade to what we have. I can't have both Jeff McNeil and Brandon Nimmo with their noodle arms turning singles into doubles, and I can't have that anymore. Especially with a guy like Brandon Nimmo, he's very limited in the outfield.
The problem is Mullins also doesn't have a great arm either, but it's the thing. It's like, I don't know if this makes either the lineup better, or it's just the fact that you need somebody to hold down center field. That's basically what they needed. And
they needed someone in center field so that they can move Tyrone Taylor back to being a bench piece, because they overexposed him playing every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they absolutely needed to do that. And does this mean Jeff McNeil's on the move? I hope so.
Well, according to Will Salmon, like all teams, Mets are always looking, but barring something unexpected, they probably accomplished what they were looking out to do from an acquisition standpoint. They landed 3 impact relief pitchers and a center fielder, without surrendering a top prospect. That is a deadline. So
what about Adolis? Did he comment? Did Will Salmon comment on the Mike Deport
on the tracking news? No, nothing. Nobody has.
This is probably a shitty thing to say on air, but no.
Keef,
you teed it up. You might as well swing it. I mean, come on.
Where does this Mike Rodriguez guy live? Where does he live? Like, seriously.
I'm sure it'll get posted tonight by somebody.
Because don't do that. Don't do that. Like, come on. You bring in a beast like Adolis Garcia, and you're just going to be like, yeah, no. Let's troll you.
There's a tweet somebody just put out in the Mets community. They're like, realistically, how long are we giving Mike? Which I think is just hilarious. Like, I can't tell if that's trolling or an earnest question, but it's either way, it's wonderful.
Heyman. Okay, I gotta mute Heyman. I gotta get rid of him.
Are you hitting your mic? What's happening?
This is...
Do have a response by somebody. I don't know who this person is. The New York Mets are not trading for Adolis Garcia. Sources tell L Extra Bases. Don't know who that is, but 81,000 followers.
Great.
Not
That's
happening.
more than the barber.
And I see what you're yelling about. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Correa will play third base for Houston, as he would have for the Mets if that deal went through.
Oh,
thanks, Heyman.
I'll watch my mouth on that. Sorry, I won't say it.
Oh boy!
God, thank God we have Beatty though. So.
What are we allowed to say that won't get it demonetized?
Realistically, how long are we giving Mike? Yeah, retweet, like. Oh my God.
Yeah, it just feels like they're not doing enough. I would like one more bat or a starting pitcher.
I agree. Ideally, going into it, I wanted them to get a left-handed bat that could DH or play the infield like Lau, and Robert to be the right-handed bat. But I don't know where you could pivot now.
To the bed.
Yeah.
They're also banking on no more starting pitcher injuries after we've had how many this year?
That's the problem.
Everybody but
I think they're also expecting to call a prospect.
And if they're going to keep Holmes in the rotation, Like
McLean or
that, you're-
Sproat is going to happen most likely.
Yeah, like you are asking for an injury there too. Like it's just so risky. Like I just think it's too risky because it's like we say all the time. It's like you might not have a need this moment today, but at any moment a pitcher could go down, and now the deadline's over and you can't get them. And I always use the example with DeGrom. Oh, DeGrom's coming back. Our pitcher's gonna be fine. Then a couple days later, he was not fine, and you had no time to get another pitcher. So. I don't like this. I feel you have got.
Sandy said that his ligament magically healed.
Yeah.
God.
He was like, it's a tear, but not a tear. Like what?
Here is one thing I will say. Cedric Mullins' numbers against lefties are pretty sweet.
Yeah, he has
Very
reverse
sweet.
splits.
Yes, reverse, yeah.
It was what we wanted. We wanted
Against righties, he still has the same amount of power that he has been.
And let's say
but
the Astros
nothing.
got Jesus Sanchez.
That was another guy I was going to bring up, but I guess not.
we wanted a center fielder and someone who's going to bash lefties. That's what Rivera was, right?
Not bad.
As well.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Okay,
see?
I like it a little bit more.
Did you guys see Keef's tweet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Keef.
I wish he was here. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here, but I don't know. We have.
I know
two
he's
guests that-
been running
obviously.
spaces all day, so maybe he's just losing track of time.
Yeah. Oh, Keef. I love Keef. Gotta love him.
I mean, this is just somebody pulling from baseball
And Rangers
reference.
just got Danny Colombe. Nice.
Oh,
Good move for them.
Colombe.
That's a nice one.
so yeah,
After
so,
trading Adolis Garcia, what are they doing?
They were opening up the roster spot there. That's all they were doing.
so this is just somebody pulling from baseball reference, which obviously any of us can do, but people are complaining, well, great, now we have two Tyrone Taylors talking about Cedric Mullins, and then somebody did their 2025 comps, Tyrone Taylor to Cedric Mullins. Tyrone Taylor leads in WAR and games and everything else, every other statistical category, no matter how minuscule, goes to Cedric Mullins. So if that's something you're into, I mean, the one that jumps out to me is like OPS plus 105 to 60. Like that's pretty significant. I mean, the 433 slug to a 295, a 738 OPS, which is not great, to a 553.
He's someone who can bat eighth
yes,
instead of Tyrone Taylor, who needs to just bat ninth, basically.
or
is what we're looking
or not be in.
Now, if he's batting
lineup.
fifth,
right.
Well, that's the thing is that there is no number 5 or 6 hitter available right now. So whoever they're trading for was going to be batting.
yes, there is Adolis Garcia, and we just got him.
Available.
In fact, he's one of our guests. Let's bring him in.
Bracking.
I wish. Christine's
I mean,
saying.
if anything, the Rangers are showing that they're buying. So
Yeah. Someone didn't read
Christine
their
is
bracking
saying,
news.
just joined in. Why don't you have Beatty on your trade list? In my opinion, he can never handle pressure situations. I mean, listen,
or the away field.
it was reported that there was talk about him possibly getting moved, but I don't see it happening. I think Acuna or maybe Vientos, because I don't know. But, yeah. Offense scares nobody. Yeah, it's because our top 4 hitters have been dog shit. It would be nice if our $2 billion players at the top could come through. But they haven't been.
Here's another guy who I've not heard of, but Francis Romero just said several people have reached out, but to clarify, Adolis Garcia has not been traded by the Texas Rangers. No such transaction has occurred, and the information circulating is not accurate. So that's about
he's
as
pretty good. I believe him a lot more. Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah, he
that's for the
a lot of the
jugular.
international players he's got. Yeah.
Oh, so John Hamm is also spelling stuff wrong, but says the Astros have a real shot to acquire Cease. Really?
Cease?
What are the Padres doing? Like they just got Mason
repurposing
Miller.
somehow.
Like
No idea.
I guess.
They're cutting payroll so they can pay a prorated salary. I guess. I have no idea. Wow. Tyrone Taylor needs to bat 11th. Well, he probably will be on the bench.
I would say still too high. Still too high.
Roan Taylor Daniel Alvarez Montes, says the Mets are not trading for Adolis Garcia.
So Mike Deportes just full fucking fraud. So
Okay.
And he'll tweet something. He'll tweet something again and just like completely pretend like it never happened.
Never
That's
happened.
what he's gonna do. Like it never happened.
John Harper saying if the Mets don't make another move, you have to think Beatty will be most affected by the Mullins trade. McNeil figures to be the primary second baseman again, and Mauricio seems to be ascending, likely to get most of the playing time at third base. I would co-sign for that right now.
Oh no!
So I would co-sign that.
Nar.
Mike
John
Deportes.
Harper.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Of course, Mike Deportes got to ruin everything. Like,
The
why not?
Astros are acquiring outfielder Jesus Sanchez from the Miami Marlins.
Yeah.
That's from Jeff
Hits the ball
Passan.
so hard, doesn't hit it enough.
Is this the first Marlins trade? Or did they trade anyone else yet?
Well, they traded Fortes. You want to count that? God, what happened now?
No, I'm just if you guys follow Edge on Twitter, like he just put out a post that I'm cracking up at. I can't obviously, So I don't pull it up. Just look at your own accord.
No. Okay.
The tweet that he put out.
Wow.
So, oh my God, Keef posted. Wow. Keef, I don't know if he said breaking news: Adolis Garcia trade to the Mets, and then he clipped the Hunter Biden video.
I gotta see this.
And then David Collazo said, "You got to be a sick person," and then posted a picture that I think Mike Deportes posted of himself in the hospital.
Yes, that's the one. Yes. Yes.
And then Ricky Rula said it makes sense he was still coming down off the morphine when he I feel like I described that well enough in a way that won't get anybody banned.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
I'm sorry.
If
you're gonna go and do the things that he's gonna do, you kind of deserve to get dragged this hard.
Yes.
It's
just
just like
exactly. You're just gonna be a clown for no reason. Like, what's the reason? Like, nothing. Minnesota Twins, who are up for sale, have easily shed more money today than any team. Thanks, Bob.
And that's good, because that's what the sport is all about, or at least that's what Commissioner Rob Manfred would have you believe. Shedding the most payroll at the trade deadline is as good as winning a World Series. That little piece of tin trophy that you can get.
We're not bitter at all.
It's just ridiculous, man. I swear to God, I would have bought a Bryce Harper jersey
If I
shout out
see
to
a
Bryce
salary
Harper.
cap being induced, like the way that we're hearing it,
I just don't. My thing is this: I don't know how they would do it.
They won't
Yeah,
because the
I don't
cheap
know.
owners aren't going to agree to a floor. It's just going to be a
It's
giant
enabling
standstill.
cheap owners. That's all it is.
No, but I
You
also
need
just
a
mean
floor.
practically.
He's already
speaking,
said publicly he doesn't want a floor.
but also like practically speaking, how could you enact a cap on it? Like the cap would have to be so high. Like you can't be like, oh well, sorry Yankees, now you have to get rid of Max Fried, and Mets you have to choose between Lindor and Soto because the salary cap is $200 million, so you have to shed. Like you can't do that. So what are they going to make the cap? $400 million? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then every year it's going to go up like the NFL salary cap does because that's how you have to adjust for inflation. So what are they going to do? It's not going to incentivize these guys to pay any more money. The ones that don't want to spend money aren't going to spend money anyway.
Right.
MLB
it's like,
scoops.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
What Scoop's got?
Yeah.
I think
In
there's
the
another
11th
trade.
hour,
Hold
the
on.
Mets and Rangers have engaged in conversations to bring legendary starting pitcher Jacob deGrom back to Queens.
Scoops.
Well, we got
There
a
you
real
go.
trade. The Orioles are trading again.
Okay.
They are
Oh, no.
sending Ryan O'Hearn to the San Diego Padres.
Of course he's going to
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
God.
See, I agree with you, Frank. That's a move I would have tried to do.
So
If
like
I'm
the
the
one
man-
actual good bad goes to the team that's
Goes to the
already.
city. Yep.
Okay, got it.
And
Wait,
I know we just got a lefty from Baltimore, but like when you're talking about again the reverse splits and what these people like are capable of
But I
actually.
thought the Padres had nothing to give up. How did that happen?
I don't know.
No
man.
names yet on the other side. Of
I,
that
I
trade.
mean, Mothman asking the question. Wonder why these teams
Frank, if
keep-
you want to get upset about this, then why don't we go to the entire World Series trophy case that AJ Preller has?
I'm just saying, it's not a fun match.
Beautiful.
Hey, he's
Not
a
a fun
content genius, bro. We were Padres Weekly, man. Shit, we'd have everything every year. It'd be great.
Wait. So Deportes puts out a new tweet and it's
A
just a
Bitcoin,
picture
yeah.
of Bitcoin. What
Yeah.
the hell is that? Was he hacked or is
knows?
he just being an ass?
maybe hacked.
Bit of both.
Probably a
Keef,
bit of both. Yeah.
Keef just tweeted
hell?
Keef just tweeted 4 screenshots with no breaking news. Adolis Garcia trade to the Mets from.
wait.
Mike Deportes.
Ramon Laureano and Rhino Hearn
They
are
got-
going to the Padres.
No. Oh, come on. They're the new Dodgers. What is this? This
I would
is
say
crazy.
that, but they're just
John
entertaining.
Heyman.
Jeff
still
Passan's
gonna-
on.
Yeah,
it.
They're
They're
doing what
still
I
gonna
wanted
lose
the
to
Mets
the
to do a
Dodgers.
few hours ago. Cool.
So you know what this means?
Good.
That we need to let the Phillies win the division, let them play San Diego in the first round, and we'll take on somebody else. There you go.
I can't wait to see this return.
Yeah, what the hell are they giving him?
Cash Mayfield,
Nothing.
probably. They just dump everybody. They don't care.
So
Well,
you mean to tell me
yeah,
that the
then again,
Mets
it's
were on the
Elias.
phone, but the Mets were already on the phone with Baltimore, and we're like, no, we'll just take Mullins. Like, we don't want anything else that you have for sale.
Yeah,
Well,
even,
they
The
already
Mets have
have a
made
first
2 trades with
baseman.
the Orioles already. Like, come on.
They already have a first baseman that everyone wants to give $300 million to
Yeah, the
right
guy
now.
that can't make a throw. I'd rather DHP and have a Horn play first.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
It's not like a
'cause
first
he's-
baseman throws matter in the playoffs, right?
Do we really got to bring that up right now?
Oh, we do.
Please, I
oh,
don't
we
want
do.
to talk about that.
Frank,
Oh, we do because when it happens, you'll know.
Frank, I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this. I talked about it on Tuesday with Ibby. When I was talking about the Mets' need for a center fielder, and it was born out of the fact I said the last time the Mets went out and had a center fielder play out of position in the World Series, it took one pitch for it to bite us.
Yep.
Cespedes is 400 times the athlete that Jeff McNeil is and a
Very
natural outfielder. But
Very
then
true.
I went around, I was like, people talk about how did the Kansas City Royals beat the Mets in 2015? They're all the pitching advantage the Mets had, the big strikeout guys. Well, they put the ball in play. And then if you go around the diamond and you look at Cespedes out of position in center field, although a great outfielder in other spots, fine. Then you have Curtis Granderson, old noodle arm playing in right field. Michael Conforto, who was a rookie who might have been the best defensive player, starting player on that team at
Was
the
always on
time.
fraud alert. Yeah.
And he was not even as good as he became. David
Mute your
Wright
mic.
after
Mute your mic.
David Wright after spinal stenosis.
Wilmer Flores was your
Wilmer
shortstop.
Flores at shortstop.
Daniel Murphy
Daniel
at
Murphy at
second,
second
Darno
base.
with no
Lucas
arm
Duda
at
and
catch.
Darno. That's how they lost.
Yeah.
This is the worst defensive team you could ask me to put together 10 years ago. So
You
anyway,
also had the worst
I agree.
defensive team, what was it, on the Phillies or whatever, too? And they lost. 2 to the
Yes.
Astros. Sports Illustrated is saying Mullins to the Mets. Well, Sports Illustrated is wrong because we got Adolis Garcia.
The Mets just made it official too.
Yeah. The Mullins.
Okay.
Oh my God! Did they make the graphic for him?
Does he look cool?
They did make
he
the
look
graphic
cute?
for him. He looks, he looks like Cedric Mullins in a Mets jersey done by Photoshop.
That's cool.
Breaks it when you break it down.
He
from a
looks
fundamental
so cute. Look at him.
Good looking
Yeah.
guy.
Nice.
Well,
Not
John,
the
you, men-
aura
you,
of.
John, you
This
mentioned the
Evan guy though
defense, right?
asking for more. I don't know about that. This Evan guy
about
down
that.
here asking for more. Can't be doing that. Can't have more, man. Sorry.
No more.
John, you mentioned the defense. Outside of Cedric Mullins, how does his defense get better? Because even Francisco Lindor has not played a crisp shortstop. Like no one has played any good
Can I
defense
also
on this
say
team.
from
I don't
personal
have.
experience, Lindor's a noodle arm because I was at a game and I mean I'm in the section where they.
I
usually
saw it
throw
with
a ball
my
there,
own two
and it
eyes.
was in like the third row. I was like, Lindor,
Here we
can
go.
Put the noodle away. I mean, what?
What do you mean by
Punk's
that?
going off.
Pause.
Yeah, we all expect you to put the noodle away. Yeah. Punk's going rogue on it.
I don't think Lindor has a noodle arm, but I think it's very safe to say that he does not have the strongest shortstop arm. Yeah.
No.
But
He needs Tommy John surgery.
So are we trading for Gunnar Henderson now?
I mean, and you make some good points. It does. I mean,
31st percentile. It's a blue circle. It's
That's so bad.
borderline noodle.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I didn't know it was that bad, but like just
It is.
the eye test.
Then put Jeff McNeil at shortstop.
He's already in center field.
Well, he can
did
play
it
both
really-
positions. He can also juggle chainsaws with his ass cheeks. He can do anything.
Like the team is only good defensively when you have Acuna
And
out
Winker,
there,
this
when you
is
have
true. This just happened.
Torrens out there at catcher.
Expected.
Not till mid-September at best.
Yep.
So
Yeah, Davinsky got sent down to AAA for
Oh,
Rogers.
they're already making the they're already making the move. Okay.
it's crazy because didn't they sign Davinsky to like a major league
League,
contract for the
yeah.
rest of the year? And
That
then
was
they were
why
like,
they did it, though. It was
Yeah.
so that he had an option.
so he had an option. Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, and you do make good points about the defense. I don't think this defensive team is as bad as the 2015 defensive team. I think that's a fair statement because even with Pete's issues throwing the ball, like no one's gonna say that he's Lucas Duda out there. Like he's better than Lucas Duda at first base. Whether it's Jeff McNeil or Brett Beatty, they're both better defensive second basemen. You know what I mean? Like you just start to go around and you're just like, it is better, but there are some holes for sure. It's not a great defensive team. So that's why I think that they should be, and this Winker thing, like they should be adding a bat.
Yeah. 60-day DIL. Yeah.
Well, that's
become a
corresponding to the
disaster.
date he went out. So
Yeah. So
Right.
earliest we see him is mid-September.
yeah. If it's a back
Another
injury, he's
guest
not
coming
coming back.
through. A Mets weekly legend,
There we go.
Tony
There
Metro.
he is.
Hello, one and all. Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
We can.
Oh
hear
boy,
you.
wow. That's never happened on the first try, I swear. So we're off to a good start. What's up,
You're
fellas?
Mookie, too.
There you go. Mookie's all in.
How you feeling,
But
Tony?
Mookie
How
the
you
other
feeling right now?
ones.
Yeah, I mean, the overall total summation of the deadline, I think, has been a total success for David Stearns. You know, with the additions to the bullpen, and then you get Cedric Mullins, which wasn't something that gets me super hyped, but it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade over what we have there right now. So overall, yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Well,
Did you see
Hopefully
the
there's
Padres
more.
move, Tony?
I did, and I just quote tweeted Passon's tweet or whoever dropped that news, and I said, just pray that either the Brewers or the Phillies knock the Padres out of the playoffs because I don't want to play that team come October. They are insane.
And the Brewers didn't really
So
make any big moves
depressing.
either.
It's almost like Stearns is still running them. No, but still, they're not going to add on any money, so I mean that's just how they operate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'd be losing our minds if David Stearns just was sitting on his hands, not making any additions when we had the best record in the National League. But I mean, what they're getting is probably unsustainable in Milwaukee. Andrew Vaughn out of the White Sox AAA team, all of a sudden just crushing it for them. I mean, like, come on, that's not going to last.
Yeah, Tony, I want to ask you the same thing that I
the
asked.
Brewers always
Ant.
fall flat in the playoffs. We've always seen this. They're like, the definition of the definition of chokers.
The Minnesota Twins of the National League.
Yeah, that's also fair. Yeah, so Tony, I want to bring up the same question that I brought up to Ant, which is, despite the fact that the Mets have gotten incredibly so much better, right? Mullins was a center fielder was a necessity. You add three guys in the bullpen who are absolute back end of the bullpen guys. They got a lot done. Stearns did a tremendous amount, but it feels like it's still not enough because I think Robert would have been better than Mullins, obviously, because he's got a higher ceiling. I think Mullins doesn't do enough for you offensively. He checks the center field box, and now you can move things around. But I would like to see them with, a little over an hour left. It would be nice to see another move. I don't think there's going to be one. Doesn't seem like it. But another move for, a secondary bat, another move for a starting pitcher that not necessarily is an ace, but somebody that can slot in. To me, that's what the Mets still need to do. And I know it sounds, again, pig-headed, that they need to do more when they've done so much. What they've done is terrific, to your point, but I still think they could use something else. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see them get another bat. And at the end of the day, though, I mean, there's only so many roster spots on this team. So obviously, that would be, in the vein of, hey, maybe that whole conversation they had with Houston about Jeff McNeil, or maybe one of Vientos or Beatty is getting sent away. Obviously, Luis Angel Acuna can still be sent down to AAA. Brett Beatty only has one option left, if I'm correct about that. And then meanwhile, you just have Jose Siri coming back, who obviously we don't want Jose Siri at this point, and we don't even know if he's officially coming back, but he's on a major league deal. So if he does come back, and the same goes for Jesse Winker, you only have so many spots to put these guys. So I feel like the Mets are kind of pigeonholed, where they maybe took a swing at Brendan Lowe or Lau, whatever of the two pronunciations it is from Tampa Bay. But, there's only so many roster spots. And I mean, I guess the Mets just didn't find what they were looking for in terms of a return on any of Vientos, Beatty, Acuna in terms of that. But I hear you, John. I'm with you, man. I'd like to see a more impactful bat. But again, only so many roster spots to go around and not a ton of flexibility.
I think that's the second half of it too, though, is just that they need to. I would clear one of those guys and break up a logjam. And I know it takes two to tango, right? And teams are going other places. The Astros talking to the Mets, and they go get Correa. Who wouldn't want Carlos Correa instead of fucking Brett Beatty, obviously? But it's just I would try to move one of those guys, whether it's Vientos or Beatty or Acuna or McNeil or whatever, and then go get a piece that fits the team better, since they have four guys that all do the same thing. So I think you break up this roster logjam and get better. I think there's an opportunity to do it. I'm not sure where it is, but I do. And I see Keef is here, who we've talked about crazy.
I love the name.
Bracken Keef.
Keef, you're muted.
I think you're muted.
But I just want to say, Keef, you're wearing your bucket hat, and that lets me know that you didn't have a chance to go see your barber, Mike Deportes, to get a shape up for the show, because he was too busy bracking news.
Bracking. Listen.
The Bitcoin barber.
Why does this only happen to the Mets? Why do we have these? Honestly, I'm Hispanic. This is embarrassing for us. This is embarrassing for us. This is why we got a president trying to kick us out every chance we get, even if we're born here. This is embarrassing. All we want to do is see who gets traded. We don't want to do anything else. But we got guys like this who he has never gotten a Met scoop right. We were supposed to pay Jonathan Loaiza $30 million, apparently. Remember that one?
Remember that one?
Remember that one? Yep. Soto's supposed to be the captain because Alex Cohen had a hard-on for Soto, apparently. That was one. That was the other one. Willie Adames was supposed to play third base for the Mets. That's another one. I mean, there's a bunch of them. And then today, bracking. And then he follows up the tweet with a Bitcoin, saying, I'm assuming he was just trying to get the light bill paid. And he did a good job of it. It sucks that Met fans fall for this shit. Sorry, but it is what it is. By the way, Carson, I love you. He's my goal.
Not many people say that.
I love you. It's public. I love you. Genuinely, I love you. Brino, I love you too. Frank, I love you too. Rangers Central, I don't think we've had the pleasure, but the mustache is immaculate. Matt is a pleasure. John, sexy animal. Ibby, my Negro. Subway to Shea, my goat. Tony, look at that hair. Good Lord. The fucking Lord. Guys, how about having the second best deadline, huh? How about it? David Stearns,
Keef.
King. Let's go.
Keef, when you say second best, I assume you mean that the Padres have had the best, right?
Yeah, you could say they got Ryan O'Hearn as I'm on my way. Honestly, it was they got O'Hearn, Laureano, out of nowhere in a whirlwind. So, I mean, kudos to them. AJ Preller. I would love AJ Preller, by the way, with the Mets. Be amazing for the psychotic, conversation between him and David Stearns, but it is what it is. I'm actually really happy. This is probably the happiest I've been with a deadline.
You want a Roman? Do you have Romans first?
Say that again.
My bad. My bad.
Oh no, you're good, Ryan. I was just saying, I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. I had a feeling it'd be Mullins. Honestly, I kind of felt that would be the center fielder. With the White Sox playing, I don't know why the White Sox are playing hardball, but whatever. God bless them. It is what it is. To me, the smartest American League team is the Orioles. They got rid of everybody. I don't even think they're done. So kudos to them. David Stearns. No one can say much about the man today. Now it's up to the team. And honestly, they could add more. I heard John just talking about it. Why not? I agree with that. Why not go try and get a starter? Why not? Like, why not? Like, I don't see why not.
Look.
Also, real quick, I would just say this. If I'm not mistaken by my calculations, and Carson absolutely can fact check me, I think one David Stearns draftee has been traded. The rest of it all have been like Epler or guys from before. Two.
Dolman, and Ellisalt. That's it. Yeah.
Dolman and Ellisalt. So David Stearns has kind of made it very clear that, hey, it's my guys, moving forward.
Yeah.
Look, I know this is a guy that we've all butted heads with in the past, and it's not a scoop or anything, but I do agree with this sentiment, giving credit where credit is due. Mark Healy saying, I have a hard time believing that the Mets are not going to move one of Beatty, Vientos, or Acuna before 6 p.m. And it just, again, I just can't see them keeping all these guys.
It's a total logjam.
Maybe it's a last minute thing. Maybe it's like one of those Cespedes comes in after the deadline's over. Maybe it's one of those type deals.
Or maybe we're just forming a kumbaya circle where all these guys are here for part-time playing time, and none of them will develop properly.
But it feels like, or we got Adolis Garcia for all of them.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's just weird to me. Like, I don't think. Look, obviously Vientos has a place on this team if you want to have him as a DH moving forward. Marte has had probably a better year than him by a lot of metrics, and he's still on the team. So even that in and of itself becomes another logjam. Vientos being out of options, Beatty having one option left. Listen, if Mauricio is going to take the job, then what's Beatty's role? If McNeil doesn't get traded, what's Beatty's role? And Acuna, now that you have a center fielder, and I forgot who said it earlier, like, you can push Tyrone Taylor into the pinch run role. Maybe Siri comes back. Maybe he doesn't even wind up on this team. They just wind up cutting him after he comes, whatever. But like, you don't need all of these guys. You simply don't. I don't understand the machinations of what this 26-man roster is supposed to look like.
You make a good point with that last statement, but you also forget family. Don't forget, this is a family. Please do not forget that this is a family, okay? Don't forget.
That's true.
Very true.
But this
the real
is the
World
new
Series was the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. Absolutely. This is the Chancleta crew, okay? The Chancleta crew is in full effect. All right? The only way you get rid of the Chancleta crew, you got to get rid of the Chancleta. They're not doing it. They like what they got, I guess. And
here's a little cherry pick stat for you.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead.
Here's a cherry pick stat for you. Cedric Mullins, with runners in scoring position and 2 out, a 914 OPS this year.
Okay.
There you go.
So I guess
God.
we're looking in the margins right now.
Thank God.
Yeah, but Eric Chavez didn't get his hands on him yet.
Oh,
That is
that's right. That's right.
Eric Chavez and his inappropriate touching.
Do you guys? Ryan Helsley will wear number 56. Tyler Rogers number 71. I don't know if you guys care about that.
56.
I mean,
Cool numbers.
Zach
I like it.
Bob
Those are
losing
fitting.
his number is kind of disgraceful there.
Brian Helsley. I was so excited when I saw that name. Oh my God. So happy.
Wait, who wears number 58 on this team?
Manaya.
Already.
Yeah. I think 59.
58, Blackburn. The great Paul
59,
Blackburn.
that's right, yeah. Oh, they got to trade him.
Oh, they trading Paulie Punch-Outs? Wait a
Get
minute.
him out of here.
No, they
Send
can't
him
trade
back
him.
in. Baltimore should get all the pitching they can, even if it's like junior high level. Get them out of here.
Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't be surprised if they do make another trade for a bat, because I don't know if we talked about it already, but Jesse Winker put on the 60-day injured list, which I don't know if that's retroactive to when he had the back issue in Baltimore. But, I mean, the way the Mets are probably looking at it is that Jesse Winker is not coming back this year, and neither is Jose Siri. So
he's played his final game as a New York Met.
It looks that way.
And you know what, Tony? Like, when you talk about that, leave Siri out of it. Like, if Jesse Winker's not coming back, then why are you not looking to
Is
go
that
get
just the corresponding
else?
move for Mullins?
No, the Winker thing is the corresponding move for Rogers.
Because they had opened a 40-man spot plus the additional.
So someone's got
I
to
still
go.
think that's going to be Acuna.
David, let's go.
Well, and
Someone.
listen, I hate to keep beating a dead horse on this, but other people are thinking along the same lines. Michael Barron now on Twitter, Cedric Mullins in the fold. There's an even bigger infield logjam with Acuna, Vientos, Beatty, and McNeil. They also have Starling Marte, and Tyrone Taylor is here. So it's just like I don't understand.
Someone's just going to go to AAA.
Something's gotta
It's just
go.
going to do that. It's not gonna be anything fun.
Davinsky got optioned to AAA.
Yeah, but
he did.
Tony, both of those moves are just for Rogers. The 60-man
True.
the 60-man for Winker is to open up a 40-man spot, and then the Davinsky option is to open up a 26-man spot. So there's still
The
there's still
Syracuse
Helsley.
Mets just lost their center fielder, so
Yeah.
it's got to be one of these guys, right?
I mean, I guess you could send Acuna down and let him play center field every day.
Yeah. Also, the human, wet blanket just tweeted out because I guess somebody's tweeting Martino. Do you think the Mets are done? He says he doesn't see anything else coming. So, leave that with you.
Of course, it's always him. He's so sweet.
So we got what, an hour and 12 minutes of yapping because I don't think anything else is coming. Well, if Martino.
Thanks, Andy. Love ya.
Andrew.
I hate
Andrew.
Andy Martino.
Andrew Mattino.
He just, to me, he looks like a full-grown 11-year-old. I just like.
That's accurate.
He just like I just don't get what his whole vibe is.
Just rolls out of bed and hits record. Looks like
his
shit all the
vibe
time.
is somehow creepy and sad to me at the same time. Like he just feels so pathetic. He looks like he's slowly melting. I don't like him. I don't like anything about him. I don't like his Beatles dolls. I don't like his face.
Well, we're all blocked, so clearly he doesn't like us either.
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me.
I've been blocked since forever, man. It's crazy.
I've been blocked since I called
Most of the
this
stuff
book
I
shit.
say about him actually are more into group chats, so it's like, whatever. So he probably doesn't see much, but. Jeez.
Did you guys ever at one point think that they would be trading a higher end prospect other than like Drew Gilbert? Because I always knew when Drew Gilbert was out of there. But did you guys think that there would be a risk of another?
We talked
Player
about
pending.
it after the Mullins deal. We talked about would they, having not given up more for a more impact player, would they trade a bigger prospect for like a starting pitcher or something? But that's kind of as far as we got with that thought process.
Thing is, too, Drew Gilbert dropped out of the top 10 this past season.
He did.
He went to 12. I think that the highest one they got is Jesus Baez was
Correct.
At 8, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
Just pull up on
Villain.
Villain's tweet,
pull up
man.
on.
Oh no.
Oh my god. And
He does.
Clink, what Clink just said is what Odd Villain said on our show the other day, and it made me. I thought I was gonna die. It was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
Dylan Cease at the Astros is progressing.
Yes, that was Heyman said that one, I think, right?
Yeah.
I love how Heyman just obviously makes it like look like he's not just making news for all the Boris clients. Like he tries, but it's we can all tell it's like Cease and Robert, like all of that stuff.
Can I just real quick? What the fuck is wrong with like Byron Buxton? Honestly, the fuck's wrong with him? His best player just went back to the team that he didn't want to sign up with because they weren't going to pay him the money. He goes back with them. What is Byron Buxton doing in Minnesota? Honestly, what is the point? Like, what is the purpose? God bless. Is he like the baseball version
in a
of
hospital bed? I guess. So.
Is he Damian Lillard of like baseball? Like I'm just genuinely why. And it's funny because the Mets actually had serious interest. Like that would have been amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
I said it earlier. He was the guy, and you got me
Absolutely.
on to him being the guy, but he was the best combination of defense, upside, controllability, offense. Like he was the guy. He was. He comes with the warts of the injury bug too, like Robert did. But like to have him under contract for 2 more years at $15 million, if he produces the way he's been producing, that's an absolute steal. It's crazy to me that you'd want to stay in Minnesota while they're just slowly tearing things apart at the seams. Ridiculous.
Josh Phillips said
Their
his
team
weekly
is getting
10-day IL
sold.
stint.
Team is getting sold. Like I just don't get it, man. He don't want to win, in my opinion. So like the fact that he doesn't want to leave,
Chooses comfort like Trout. Wants to just stay.
Yeah. He's the black Trout.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this though. I will say this as somebody who lives here and has frequented the other place for work. If you want to talk about comfort, it's a lot more comfortable living in Southern California than it is in Minnesota. True. Minnesota winters are brutal.
Is he one of those freaky people who likes the cold?
Ugh.
Who the hell wants to play in Minnesota in April? Jesus Christ.
I tell you what,
Or
you know who
any
wouldn't?
month.
You know who wouldn't want to play there? An injury-prone center fielder.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
His bone's just gonna snap.
Play in this open air stadium
I
in
know
Minneapolis.
Jeff McNeil likes Minnesota. He's talked about that before.
Of course he does. Look at him.
Of course.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah.
Jeff McNeil's he's gonna retire from baseball and like golf part-time and like ice fish the other part of the time.
Did you guys find it interesting that we actually like picked up the phone for calls for him? I actually was like genuinely like entertained.
I was
by that.
surprised because he's the most untouchable person on this team.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to seen what teams like I mean, they did say like the Astros called about our infield, but I don't think it was them. But like teams were interested in him, and I'm just like, well, why couldn't we get a little creative with that? I actually, I'm with.
Well, because he's playing well, and then when he's playing like shit, it's always, well, you can't sell him at his lowest value. And then when he's playing well, you gotta keep him. You can't sell him at his lowest. He's never leaving.
It's true.
Never.
How many more years? 3 more years on that contract? 8 more
And a
years?
team
What's he
option.
got? And a team
don't forget-
option?
don't forget
Doesn't
team
matter.
option.
8-year extension. Doesn't matter.
The future
AJ
is
Preller-
Neil and Soto.
AJ Preller would have traded him to the Phoenix Suns by now. Honestly,
Yes.
literally would have happened. I don't know. I find it like it feels a little weird because I'm actually really cool with how things are. We could have. I'm totally with John. We could have done more. We could have been more creative. But like, honestly, like I don't remember a deadline this solid. Honestly, the last time I think we had a really good deadline is when we sold off pieces in 23. I genuinely feel that way. And then before that was probably what
2015. Yeah.
So, you know what? I think last year sucked. Honestly, looking back, it sucked. Call it spade a spade. It sucked. But this year he had no choice but to like really step it up. So, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to get to is that do you guys? I know this is a leap from where I'm going. Do you guys think in some way, some form, at some point in the Davis Stearns era, does he get a GM or does he just keep rolling like this? I think that's been something that's been on my mind.
I think he gets a GM eventually, but
I
really
think
quick,
eventually you get someone.
Brian C. in the comments said Mike DePortes deleted the Adolis tweet.
Of course.
Why?
Bro, he should have left it up, his shameless ass. And mind you, everybody, my cousins, everybody's telling me this because they know how much this guy and me hate each other. And everybody's telling me we got him. The tweet is going crazy. And I'm like, we didn't get shit. We didn't get shit. I knew it right off. We didn't get shit. Ibby, did you believe that when you saw that?
Well, the fact that it came right after
it on here,
Cedric
and I was
Mullins,
like,
it's like
I prefaced it when I said, guys, I got some news here, but I'm telling you, it's from someone you can't trust. It's from the Fortes. And then I read it as, we turned the whole joke with bracking, and then we put you over big time with all the hilarious tweets you were putting out.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
But no, you can't
this
believe
on the
it.
screen. Nah. We'll just.
Audrey's got Will Wagner from the Blue Jays. Okay.
Okay.
Stove's hot.
Wow, Will Wagner.
None of the starting pitchers have gone yet.
Yeah, a lot of the
I think
pictures are
everybody.
still out
I think
there.
everybody on this screen is in that group chat, right? That I just sent it to you. There's just something fun for you.
Wait, we have a group chat?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the one I.
I've been seeing stuff about that. Like the guy
That's
is just
hilarious.
not only is he a bad hand coach, but he's also a jerk. Like let's just call
Yeah,
him what it is.
snobby jerk, very
tried
snobby,
to
very.
warn all
very.
you.
He has
Tried to warn
better
all
things
you.
to focus on. Like maybe I should work on like hitting approach, scouting pitchers. Instead, you're just answering trolls, being a troll yourself. Like
Tell
I
him.
tried to tell you. I tried to warn you. What can I tell you? This is the type of guy he
Stick
is.
to the
He's
dog.
always been like this.
Was this today?
who knows?
I don't know.
Is that
Today
old?
or yesterday? I don't know. Takes one to know one.
Well, Keef, we want to add a starting pitcher. I don't know what you feel about that, but
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Here's the bullshit. Apparently, Mike Deportes said he got hacked.
yeah, right.
That's what I said when I saw the Bitcoin
sure
thing.
you did.
Give me a fucking
Bitcoin
break.
thing.
Sorry, this is
No, okay, so hold on a second. Hold on.
And
a second.
guess what? I'm an astronaut.
Hold on a second. Hold on. The Bitcoin thing made it seem like he got hacked.
Yes.
But the Adolis Garcia thing, as we've talked about at length, is vintage Mike Deportes.
absolutely.
So why, if I posted something that was dead wrong and I felt embarrassed, I would post a Bitcoin tweet too and try to throw people off.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Come
Bingo.
on, man. He's talking to
Bingo.
New Yorkers. He doesn't think we could spot this from
Bingo.
a mile away.
Does that mean
Bingo.
if he's claiming that he got hacked, does that mean that the money he made off of that tweet he can't collect on that because he was hacked?
Yeah, probably.
Well, if he was hacked, think about it. He must have been hacked so many times in his life, and his password's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So, because he's been spewing bullshit for years. So, if you get hacked that many times, then maybe, I don't know, have a stronger password.
Or maybe he's just a hack.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's just an idiot.
That too. Carson, you excited for Ryan Helsley?
Absolutely. I mean, we're
Hell
going to go
yeah.
from, what was it, Yellow Submarine to Hell's Bells to
Narco.
Narco.
That's fine.
I mean, that's quite a bridge. That is quite a bridge.
Yellow Submarine sucks. I understand why he does that. That's terrible.
Yeah,
It's a
well-
terrible intro song. Like that's
Oh
like,
no, it's
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 the
not a good
lamest song.
It's not a good
Like-
song, but we all know what it is.
Yeah. I like, and it's also, I mean, there are some things that are like a nice ode. Like I understand like why Ryan Helsley would come out to Hell's Bells, but like Yellow Submarine for a submarine, like that's lame.
It's
That's
corny, but we
corny.
get it. We get it though.
I don't get it. I hate it.
I like that Helsley hates the Braves though.
It's a good
Yeah, I
thing.
do like that.
Like that. That's
I do like,
awesome.
especially why he hates the Braves is better. So much
Mhm.
better. So yeah, give me more of that.
Carlos Correa to Astros. I didn't see that one. That's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, there was a report yesterday. It was like he'll only waive his no trade clause for the Astros as we approach the final hour, of the trade deadline. And Stearns is just sleeping.
Sleepy Stearns.
Sleeping.
Do you think they do anything else, or do you think that's it?
Might be it.
We got an hour.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell are you going to do with Paul Blackburn? Because he's done with his rehab assignment.
But
And
when Clay Holmes goes down, he'll just take over.
Clay Holmes goes down?
Yeah, like injury.
He
Why?
falls down the stairs like
Because he shouldn't be throwing this many innings, and unless they're gonna do a 6-man rotation.
Well, he
try
was
to
signed to
prevent
be a starter.
Injuries.
You know, Frank, someone told me
experiment.
that. Someone said that to me today. Kid you not. Phantom IL for Clay Holmes. And I looked down at him. I was like, huh? And I think you explained it better than them.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the
I
only person
think
thinking
they expect, they're like, okay, we'll bring up one of these pitching prospects if we need to.
it.
That's
Mm.
probably it. I'm
Which
not
you
sure
know
if
what?
they want to do that.
What?
If
Quick.
they want to do it, go ahead.
Wouldn't that be kind of the best outcome? Think about it. Wouldn't that really be the best outcome in this whole scenario? Think about it.
Probably.
All right, honestly, who here? Fair enough. I'm not judging. Who here is like, let's get Cease or let's get Sandy? Is there anybody here? Really,
No,
really
I would
pushing that?
I would rather get another bat. I don't know where you'd get one at this point. I think it's all pretty much dried up. My thing is more about you get Mullins,
I agree
and
with you, by
that's
the way.
fine. He checks the box of a better center fielder than what you had, and I think it's obvious he's an offensive upgrade no matter how small over Tyrone Taylor, but he's not enough of a ceiling player as Luis Roberts. So then you're like, okay, So now what? Like he's
Well,
gonna,
I agree with that. I agree.
you know what I'm saying? Like Mullins has to Carson's point from before. Mullins has to hit 8th or 9th. Now you bring Robert in, he probably also hits in the bottom portion of the lineup too. But he, there's a chance that he elevates and all of a sudden is your 5 hitter if he really, you know what I mean? Like I don't think so. I didn't see that happening.
I would be fine with Sandy. I'd be fine with Seat. I'm not gonna jump out of my seat and need them so much. I would do anything to ask the Twins about Joe Ryan, but they were going to ask for a king's ransom. So it's again.
Ooh,
I don't know.
You just brought something to my memory. In anyone's opinion, again, not judging. It feels like the only king's ransom that I saw, because everyone kept talking about, everyone's going for this and that, was the Mason Miller DeVries thing, right? I saw Eugenio Suarez. He didn't really go for no ransom. Like anybody else, kind of felt like it was just all smoke and mirrors. This whole thing. Honestly, that's why I think David Stearns just annihilated this thing. Honestly, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
I
there's
think
people who thought the Tyler Rogers trade was an overpay, but it's just
But
because
that
it's
was,
the-
but I
everyone
think
screaming
once
about
they
that.
saw the market, they all cooled down.
Yeah, that was like
It was the
high
first
intensity.
move,
And
I was
and you
perfectly
just say
fine with
rental
it.
reliever, everyone flipped out, and they're like, "Oh, top 10s." But then I was talking about yesterday, other lists say top 20, not top 10.
No,
So,
in
I mean,
context, it makes.
But if you
exactly
actually
so
took
much
the time and
sense.
looked at
Like,
everything, it always made the
Yeah.
deal made sense. It did. But no,
Yeah.
That's
everyone
what I
wants to
think Frank
overreact
is right.
right away.
all
Everybody
3
had
of those
the
guys
knee-jerk.
also were not brought in by David Stearns. So
bingo.
it makes sense.
Bingo.
Again,
And there was no avenue for them. There was no avenue for them to play.
No.
there isn't.
Just
And also,
boulevard.
Mason Miller is just a totally different animal. What is he, 25 years old? He's got 5 more years of control.
Years of
Like,
control is the big thing.
that's insane. I know that some people are speculating maybe they try to stretch him out and turn him into a starter, and that's what they're trying to do. And maybe that's true. Maybe it's not.
If he wants
I don't
to
know.
die, yeah, sure.
I mean, he was a
Yeah.
starter. He was a starter. Then they went to reliever, but yeah.
Some people are saying that the reason why they even kick the tires is because they worry about a future, arm injury or something like that, and that's probably why. But I mean,
A's
whatever.
worry about.
That's what I said. I was like, why would the A's be that worried? But I mean, the A's. I think the A's.
care?
I think the A's kind of made out like
They're
kings
holding
here.
Severino hostage right now on the mound that he doesn't want to pitch on. So I mean,
well,
not really holding him hostage because they're paying.
I was
him the
about to say
richest
he picked
contract
his
they've
own
ever
hell.
given
To be
out.
fair,
Yeah.
He got his money though.
Nothing about Severino, by the way. Nothing about him.
No,
It's all cooled
no
off.
starters have been moved. Yeah, we're still waiting for a starter. to
Yeah.
actually
Crazy.
move.
No,
Arizona,
Carrasco and
nothing yet.
Fetty have been moved
Shut up.
to the Braves.
Shut up.
Bingo, bango.
And Steven Matz.
And, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and
So-
Steven Matz.
We finally got the return for the prospects that the Padres gave up, and AJ Preller is literally making created players because the top guy, his name is Brandon Buttersworth. That's the top
That's
prospect
not a
going
real
the other
person
way.
either.
That's not a real.
His best
yeah, this
friend
is
is Chandler Marsh.
Exactly.
So they didn't move any significant pieces.
Who do they have left? They got 2
Buttersworth?
pieces, and they've
They-
already
they-
traded
Well,
Well,
if,
one.
if that's the case, why is one of them, especially O'Hearn, not a Met?
Because we're gonna bank on Jesse Winker showing up for 2 weeks in September. That's our DH.
Well, he did
And
show
we
up just to
have-
get hurt again.
And we have Jared Young.
Yeah, we still have him hanging around there.
That's right. Junkyard Dog still here.
Not a single
Pirates are
Met.
dumb, so
Not a single
forget
Met reporter are saying we're technically done, but Martino.
Martino, yeah. South Park.
Odd Villain's the best, dude. He really
That's
is.
the best, man. He really is.
He's like that in real life too, by the way. He's a joy at the park.
Oh yeah.
Love that dude.
Oh, the Dodgers got
Dodgers.
Alex Call from the Nationals.
I heard some stuff
Oh.
about Alex Call getting moved. Damn.
Well,
I was
why are you
waiting for
waiting
Zit-
until now to tell us? Last hour. I mean, come on.
I deadass thought you were.
You want Alex Call? You need
Yeah.
Alex Call?
Here we
That's
that
go.
bad?
Card said, I just want sources.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Francis Romero saying several teams are still in talks with the Marlins about Sandy Alcantara. With 1 hour remaining to go, the Yankees and the Astros are mainly in the mix.
That's gonna. Oh, so I wonder if, let's say, Cease goes to the Astros, does that set it up for the Yankees? I mean, silver platter, but again, I think to get Sandy, you're gonna have to. Even though he's on a down year, it's kind of we talk about Robert, but it's like even though these guys are not at their prime, their peak performance, it's still a crazy asking price that I just don't know if anyone wants to do it.
I mean, I don't know if this might factor into it. From Bob Nightingale, there is only one prospect going back to the Twins in the Carlos Correa deal. Minnesota paying a significant portion of the remaining $102 million in Correa's contract. So
makes sense.
Go.
Which is probably the main reason as to why they still are looking for a starting pitcher. That's probably why.
Wait, you said that Houston is sending back one prospect and Minnesota's paying down a majority of the contract?
That's what Bob Nightingale said, but he's big for typos. So
isn't that why they couldn't do the deal, because they wanted Minnesota to take a bunch of money? I feel like Bob has it wrong. I feel like I saw that.
I guess they caved.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would Houston only have to give up one prospect unless we're talking like a top 10 at all, a baseball type of prospect? And the Twins and they don't got that. And the Twins are going to pay down the majority of that monster contract.
It's because Correa has the worst ankle we've ever seen.
Tony, when I first started reading it out loud, I thought it was going to be what you're saying. And then I read it and I was like, wait a minute, that says the opposite of what I thought. Yeah, the exact tweet is, there is only one prospect going to the Twins in the Carlos Correa deal, with the Minnesota Twins paying a significant portion of the remaining $102 million in Correa's contract.
Bless Bob Nightingale's heart. Bless his heart.
And so the top tweet right after it is from Sleeper Dodgers, and they said,
What?
So, yeah.
I guess the other thing, Dodgers is quiet besides Alex Call. Cubs still have not added. Well, nobody's adding a starting pitcher. It's literally the Mets, the Padres, and the Phillies owning this deadline, with the marginal Yankees trying to do a Wilpon 2011 type deadline.
No, don't forget the Braves, bro. Don't forget the Braves.
I mean, batting practice pitchers are very important. I do respect that, I guess.
Well, Martino just said that the Mets are having discussions on Blackburn, so he's probably
There you go. There's some news coming.
So they're not done. Thank you, Andy.
So they're not done.
Maybe
Thanks,
he
Andy.
meant done as far as getting. I mean, Blackburn is kind of addition by subtraction to some extent, but they're not actually getting better. So like, there's done as far as upgrades.
We got an actual body for Dominic Leone in 2023.
True.
Nobody's moving it pitching wise. Don't put it as a MLB GM to not say Paul Blackburn. I could give the AA pitcher for that.
Do you guys want to hear from Mike Deportes?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, from 3 minutes ago. Someone had hacked my account, and I want to apologize to you all. While I was enjoying this day with my family, information came out about a change involving Adolis Garcia that was also poorly written on my X account. I apologize to everyone who follows my work, who knows the seriousness I put into it, and how important it is to me. #Mets. #Rangers, #bullshit artist.
Grok wrote that, yeah.
No one cares!
There's going to be people that are going to be like, we believe you.
Take Me Seriously puts that tweet out, though.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was going to tweet something insulting to him, but I realized I'm logged in on the Till Mets account, so Ibby, don't worry, I'm not going to do that.
Thank you. Please don't.
Martino's actually on camera saying we do not anticipate another big move, is what I'm told. He said.
Is he wearing his big boy shirt?
Yeah, it actually is.
Is it wrinkled? Is it wrinkled?
I'll send it in the chat room.
What shirt does he have on?
He actually looks like he took a shower.
I just want to slug him. God.
Other than moving black. Shut up. Shut up.
Up. God. You're the one who put out the stupid tweet anyway. God.
It just feels like he tweets everything from a cup chair, doesn't it?
100%.
God. It's every single year with this guy. Every single year. Oh, the Mets are done.
So, just regarding that Bob Nightingale tweet about the Twins paying the money or whatever, it's very strange because he had tweeted earlier that the Twins are not kicking in $50 million, which is what the Astros wanted. But they're still paying a significant portion. But if he's owed $102 million and they're not kicking in $50 million, how would they be paying a significant portion?
Oh God,
that doesn't make any sense. So I think all of these people I think they're all dumb. I think they're all real dumb, and there's no journalistic integrity anymore. And all they want to do is tweet as fast as they can, and they don't know what they're doing.
I still don't know why Merrill Kelly has not been moved. That's one
no starting pitchers. Besides,
the Dodgers will get
a single one yet to go.
The Dodgers
I'm thinking maybe one moves at the buzzer. That's about it.
Well, John
had
Heyman
Flaherty
just said-
last year, right?
John Heyman just said that they're talking to Arizona about Merrill Kelly, so the Rangers.
The Rangers are.
Yeah.
The Rangers are. So it was Boston, now the Rangers. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe they'll trade us Adolis Garcia. You know, we'll see.
Maybe
They'll get a starting pitcher, and then they'll be
That
like,
would be
Yeah.
big breaking news.
Yeah, it'll be big Brock.
God, I hope we're. I thought he's already here. Didn't we already get him? You were
No, you must have
supposed
missed
to
the
be a
apology for that one.
Quan now unlikely.
Oh no, I heard it. I heard it. Yeah. Yeah. I was in the bathroom, but I heard it. Yeah.
What was the Quan stuff? Somebody said Quan?
And then I flushed the
Unlikely to be
toilet.
Unlikely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
No, but he
Morosi
says-
that said he was most likely going to be moved? That could be-
Yeah. Yeah, but Morosi, there's someone on the plane every time Morosi tweets. Can America play defense instead of Carson Southsea?
What?
I don't even know that.
you guys have a
Carson
mental
Soucy,
breakdown over there. Jesus.
that a hockey joke?
For the Rangers fans.
Oh,
All right.
I don't get it at all.
He's having his Joker
what is
moment
hockey?
for Carson
What is
Soucy
hockey?
and what is
Something
What is
something where
hockey?
you
Let me
break,
tell you about hockey.
something
Let me
that
tell
where
you
you
about
it's where you
The
breaking
Rangers are a
glass.
joke. That's what they are.
Let me tell you a story
Trading a
about the
third-round
Rangers.
pick for Carson Soucy. One for the books.
Culture
Yeah.
changer, Carson. He's a culture changer.
One that changes the culture.
That sure is
Another
Bracken
move in a
move.
series of culture-changing moves.
Yep.
Let me tell you, David Quinn's gonna come in here and fix that defense up.
Yeah. What a structure.
Carson Soucy and the mighty Will Borgen manning the Rangers' second deep pair.
All right,
Elite.
Rangers Central get taken over. Like last week, click on a Mets Weekly video. I got Rangers.
What
Central
you
on
want to
the
give me?
screen.
You want to give me some news here? It's just John Heyman yapping. In
Well, we
different-
got
in
Yeah,
Morosi
different
just
Yes.
saying
forms.
the same shit every
Yeah,
5
yeah,
minutes.
same
just
shit.
different
Morosi
wording.
yeah. Now
I
Padres
didn't
and
even
Astros.
put notifications on for Morosi because that's how much bullshit I know that he spews.
Yeah.
I just ignore him.
Apparently he's sponsored by like Southwest Airlines.
he sucks.
But the Otani plane.
There you go.
The Spirit Airlines of MLB.
So 45.
There should be a rule. There should be a rule. Like if I was commissioner, I would do some real stupid shit. Like
Oh, boy.
you have to make a trade at like from the hours of 5 to 6. You have to make a trade. That would be fucking amazing.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's funny.
Oh god.
Nolan McLean and Brandon Sproat being called up to make their debut in August in the middle of a division race. That's funny. Man.
I'm gonna be really, really upset if this like deadline goes out with a whimper the last 45 minutes. Like the last
Paul
deal of the
Blackburn
deadline
for
is the
Stephen
Dodgers
Kwan.
getting Alex Call. Like that's like the last.
No, Feinstein saying Astros pushing hard for Cease. I mean, they keep trying.
These reporters suck. They don't know what's pushing
Astros
hard and
get
what's
Correa
not.
back,
No.
but the physical has not passed yet.
Oh, that's true. You know, that's a big step.
Well, he's got
Hope
the
he do-
worst ankle I've ever seen.
Just hopefully he doesn't
does.
take any big
Yeah.
steps.
He doesn't have a strong angle like Brett Beatty. Andy Martino says there's one tiny thing they may do. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Andy, for the.
Are you
I
fucking
mean, he
serious?
knows a lot
shifting.
about tiny things, but you know, we'll put it there.
Get it? It's a dick joke. Here. Yeah.
I was talking about his.
Why did they decide to keep it?
We weren't talking about his ego because that's pretty big.
That's the size of a goddamn gorilla.
We are not participating.
Red Sox Rangers are in strong pursuit of Merrill Kelly with 45 minutes left.
Ooh.
I feel like we should be in that.
That's who I wanted. I wanted Merrill Kelly.
I agree.
Because at this point, you're just wanting someone that can make a playoff start and be solid. And, like, that's literally Merrill Kelly's MO. Solid, a bunch of years in a row.
My computer's rejecting an Eddie
6
Martinez
innings.
video right now.
Pretty much.
We've talked about him how many years in a row.
Smart
like,
computer.
a great target when he was in Tampa before he was even in Arizona. Like,
Martino's bracking your internet service.
He's bragging.
Why is that still so funny?
That Sleepy Stearns pick is hysterical too.
with
He's
Ibby's
like
face
sleeping.
attached
Yeah.
to it.
Look at that.
Oh,
That is
there you go.
amazing. Look at the
I'm glad you
sheep.
guys like it.
Look at the sheep.
glad you
The
like
sheep
it.
is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, the best part is
Didn't
the
mean to leak the DMs. My bad.
Yeah.
leak the DMs. I mean, yeah.
Whoops.
Good thing your Brent Rooker
We're not
thing
anticipating
didn't
another
get
big
leaked
move
there.
from them, is what I'm told.
Brent
Okay.
That's right, Corey. 400, I believe. 400 for Carson.
400 was that's a lot.
400. That's a lot.
Oh.
At this point, I'm sure he'd double it, but yeah, 400.
Do you guys think they should move the deadline because of
Yeah.
the additional wild card? Like, but the question is, like, how much later can you move it to where it's actually worth it?
I would
Last
put it
day
in
of
Bring back the
first.
waiver deadline. Like that's just bring back the waiver deadline. Like this is perfectly fine. You have your set.
I like
okay?
that, yeah,
no waiver
yeah.
claim. Just bring the waiver deadline back. It's that simple. I don't know why they got rid of it to begin with, but that's just my rant for the 2 seconds. Just bring the waiver.
That's actually a
that was so
pretty
hot.
good idea if you just brought that back and then had the 2 deadlines, because then you could keep this one where it is and you would go with that one. It's not crazy.
That or I would just push it back 2 weeks.
Just go to August 15th.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
It's just hard because it's like then you're giving up guys, like you're giving up prospects, which teams already don't want to do for less time with these guys. Like it's just
Walmart Stern saying there's no way this offense gets this team out of the first round. Well, our top guys are going to have to perform. They're going to actually
Have
put
to.
have to put
I
their
mean, if it's the
big
cold
boy
Mets,
pants
they
on
don't. If it's
and not
the
do
hot
what they've
Mets,
been doing
they do.
recently.
I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like it depends which version you get.
It's
Yeah.
timing. That's it.
listen. You
You
get
your lineup of Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, and Juan Soto to step up.
yeah.
I don't think that's much to ask given their track record. That's
It's
what
not.
you need.
And I got to be honest with you guys. It's sort of how I felt when I said like, oh, I think if the Mets got Robert here, he would hit like, and it's not based on anything scientific. I look at it like this sometimes, like as down as some of these players look at times, there's the upswing, and I'd rather them get cold now. Like I'd rather the cold spell happen now. I'd rather the cold spell happen all at once. If they ever, if Nimmo, Lindor, Soto, and Alonso ever all got hot at the same time with the additions that we've made, forget it.
Rangers are closing in on Kelly.
Nice.
Boston close, but not close enough. That's their MO.
Yeah.
Top 41 in that.
Paul
that's not
Revere,
gonna get it done.
back.
Paul Revere.
He's back. It's been a while, Paul.
Welcome back, Paul.
Oh man. Shit. So.
No, I think they should have went hard after Yandy Diaz. I know he just got hit on the forearm today.
available?
I mean, the Rays were open for
Tampa's not
business.
trading anybody.
They were open.
though. Not
What's
even- not
wrong
even
with
Said
that
they were
Phoenix?
open.
That team is so stupid.
I know,
Yeah.
like you would think with the
mean-
reliever market, what it's been that they would move Fairbanks with the prices that guys been going for.
They should have moved like 3-4
I mean,
times.
dude, I would have done a trade for Yandy. I mean, like, start it with Brett Beatty, and then obviously it's going to cost more than that. But we're talking about a guy that's got pretty comparable numbers to Pete Alonso. He doesn't play first base much anymore, but he has a really team-friendly $10 million club option for next year. There's a little bit of insurance. If you don't work things out with Pete, at least you put him in as your DH for the next year moving forward as well, even though we all know we're getting Kyle Schwarber. So, I mean,
here we go with that again.
I would have been all over Yandy if that was actually a possibility. But the Rays are fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, Frank, your idea to put Jeff McNeil at DH, it hasn't boded well.
No, I'm not. I'm just not
So-
banking on it. I'm not getting my hopes up.
No, it's happening.
right.
I will kidnap him and bring him to Queens. It's happening.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, he already got Andrew in his basement, so
exactly.
When I want something,
It's a big ass
usually
basement. We got
don't
plenty of
get
room.
it.
Got plenty of room here.
So when I want something, I usually don't get it. So whatever.
I appreciate D asking the hard-hitting questions, asking if we're hungry. And I don't know about you guys, but
I'm hungry for some trades.
Shut up, kill yourself.
Yo, I got to be honest. I went to the I went to Petco Park yesterday, as I mentioned before, and if there's a place, and I've not been to all the stadiums, but I've been to my fair share. If there is a place that rivals Citi Field for food, it might just be Petco Park. They had some, dude.
They
I
got
had
a good establishment there.
I had a hot dog wrapped in bacon, covered in elote, and it was incredible. So just do with that information what you will. Shout out to Petco Park. The hot dog alone was worth the 2.5 hour drive to watch the Mets get 3 hits.
Slamming a
Martino
glizzy for
saying
2
Mets
hour
are
drive.
not
I mean, that sounds
gonna
about
trade
right.
for a starter, expected for Nolan McLean to get opportunities.
Yep, that's what. Yeah. Thanks, Martina.
Thanks, Andy. I can always rely on you.
he's such a
Step on
dick.
go step on a Lego.
I mean, the deadline's not over. There's still 40 minutes left, and he said with them not getting a starting pitcher. I mean, anything could happen here in the next 40 minutes still.
Stearns went back to sleep. He went curled up. He clutched his little pillow, put on his onesie. He's back to sleep.
Do you think that Stearns sleeps in the same little nook that Sandy used to sleep in the Mets front
Probably.
office? I would guess so, right?
I think when Sandy
hope
was there
not.
sleeping in that nook, Andy Martino curled up in his lap like a cat.
Oh my god!
No, he does that with Cashman. What? Come on, relax.
And Sandy had one of those nightcaps on with the little ball on the end, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Sandy, you guys remember
Yeah,
that? board
coming
game
out with a
called
candle. And that's
Yeah.
the light.
Put a can.
who goes there?
What year is it?
He's dressed like Ebenezer Scrooge over here.
Oh my god, he's wearing like long pajamas, just like a long one.
Sandy made some good moves, but man, that second stint here was rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
Did he though? Did he? He got
Well, he
he
drafted
got
well.
medium. Well, yeah, he did some of it.
Drafted
Some of
well.
it. He didn't draft Jake. He did execute the trade to get Syndergaard and Darnell. That worked out well.
He drafted Nimmo. He drafted Pete. He drafted Conforto. He drafted.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Let me stop you right there.
That was a real
You were going real well there until you tried to sneak
Well,
that
I'm
last
talking
one
about
in.
guys who were success stories. Okay, Conforto was an all-star in 2017.
The sympathy
and
MLB
Cedric
rules
Mullins
all-star.
was.
He drafted Dom Smith.
Breaking.
Merrill Kelly.
Breaking.
Drafted
Merrill
Dom
Kelly.
Smith.
Merrill Kelly, Arizona.
Morrill Kelly.
Not Arizona.
Texas.
Fucking Texas.
Yep, confirmed.
Good. Not our problem.
Surprisingly, not
Wait,
a Padre.
did Texas? I'm sorry. Did Texas not want Paul Blackburn?
No.
I mean, Adolis Garcia for Paul Blackburn. I don't know who says no.
Well, I mean, now let's see the trade package. So now you get an idea of what the starting pitcher market is like.
Could that get
Because I
Sandy
mean,
moving?
Boston has a strong farm system. So if they got outbid by Texas, I would think it's a nice package.
So Louis Bob himself is not getting moved. Wow.
And then their plan is, let's hold on to Robert, where he's $15 million more expensive, and see if somebody wants to bite. Yeah, that's a smart idea.
And watch Robert go back to not trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it came out that they were asking the Mets for Tong, I was like, these guys they're not serious. You guys aren't.
That's not real.
You're not making
that
real
wasn't
offers
real.
here, right?
That
That
wasn't
wasn't real.
But the sad part is that they're so stupid that it can pass as an actual ask because they
Yeah, it
probably
felt
would do
real.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, whatever it was, they asked for a whole lot for
Hey, trolls have gotten better
nobody
these
to give
days.
in.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Sintel gets
Mets
everybody.
should trade for Rich Hill.
Well, I don't even know who the guy was that the Phillies traded for Bader. He was their 12th overall prospect. I don't know where that fell like in comparison to what they were asking for from the White Sox,
Bader
but
is going to dagger. I'm telling you, this is going to happen.
Yeah,
He's
because
gonna,
it'll be like he does. So it'll be like infield singles because the Mets just do
God,
dumb
this-
stuff.
And
Or
it still will
gonna,
be a
it's
pain
gonna
in
be
the
stuff
ass.
like that.
It's
It's gonna
still
go
gonna be
down
big.
the line.
Can we talk about how perfect of a fit Bader is in Philly? Come on, that's an incredible atmosphere that he would thrive under.
because he looks like a twat. Like he just looks.
But
like
he's a New Yorker going to Philly.
He's a New Yorker. I
Come
know.
on.
It's just another day in Philadelphia where they don't need a Spanish interpreter, you know?
Oh my god. Yo, Keef, I just now realized how true that is.
Their darkest player is Edmundo Sosa.
Oh,
Let's
so
be
yeah,
real.
it's all white. Yeah, it's a white guy.
No, yeah, that
The
clock
darkest
with me
players
last
get
year.
suspended for PEDs. Like, let's be for real here now.
for
They know they're
losing
winning.
weight.
Yeah. Yeah. They
That
save all-
cost me last year. Just look at the
He
name
didn't
of
look
their
like
players.
he lost any weight.
No.
Health insurance for interpreters is too much in Philadelphia.
You
Yo,
would have
whose
the Braves
whose
with
dog
him.
is freaking out over there?
Word.
He wants more
He
trades.
wants to move. He wants to trade. But he's getting pissed.
Battling it out.
He's tired of my ass sitting here not yapping about something. Yeah,
Oh man. You think y'all think Mullins in the lineup tomorrow? If we
would
could get a
probably.
game in.
I would.
I would
mean,
think so.
we're
I would think so.
we're
They
it's
were
a
home.
7
They were
o'clock
playing
game, so it's
Toronto.
plenty
Yeah,
of
they were
time
playing
for him to get
Toronto.
here.
They were in Baltimore versus Toronto. So
Alright, man. I don't know. The
Just
weather
in time
might
to
fuck
go
up,
0
though.
for 4.
exactly 3
No,
week
he's
ground
gonna
ball.
get a hit
with
in his
3
first
strikeouts.
play appearance and do nothing. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna get his first
No,
hit.
he's gonna come
we'll all
up,
love him,
bases loaded.
and that's it.
Bases loaded. He's gonna strike out. That's what's gonna happen.
Does he strike out a lot? He probably does, right?
Well, no, based off the stat you
probably
said
does
before, he
everything a
does
lot.
well with runners in scoring position. But the second he comes to Queens, he's gonna forget how to do that.
Whatever
Or
happens.
someone will give him a new approach to do, like this
Just
nice
ground balls.
opposite
Yeah,
field
more ground balls.
approach. Don't pull it.
Chavez,
no,
hit
he'll
the
hit a
ball
double
on
in
the
his
ground.
He'll hit
Yes.
a double in his first at bat, and Chavez will be like, "What were you doing there, Cedric? Do you think
What's
that
that?"
double was good? You got to put the ball on the ground. What are you doing?"
Use your speed.
Yeah, use your speed. Hit the ball on the ground more.
Take advantage of the fact that you're in the left-hand batter's box and you're 2.5 feet closer to first
He
base.
knows
What are
how
you
to
doing?
lift
Eric,
the
it's
ball.
2025.
He knows how to lift the ball. Mullins.
What a trade. The
He's
Yankees have
also-
traded Peraza to the Angels.
That's fun.
Ooh, blockbuster.
I told you, man.
The under 500 teams, like.
The,
Go
the
I'll be right
Yankees-
back.
According to Frank, we're Blockbuster. According to Frank,
I'll be
we're
right back,
Blockbuster.
Carson.
Oh, we like our rentals. Wait, we got another one. Cedric Mullins, another rental. We love our rentals.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna make something for you now, Frank.
Oh boy, you know.
Willie Castro to the Cubs.
Hey, the Cubs finally
Uh-oh.
did something.
Wow, they finally did something. Jeez.
For prospects.
Would
Oh,
you say
thanks,
Willie
John.
Castro?
Yeah.
Good be the show card.
Yeah, of
Hey,
course
Cedric
that had to be
Mullins is
added in there.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mullins
Cedric
has got
good be the show card.
good
for
unbeaten
sure.
show card. Little man is
We
frightening.
have almost 1,900 people in
yeah.
here, by the way.
Somehow.
Thank you to everybody that has tuned in as we wind down the last 30 minutes of this trade deadline. Make sure to go subscribe to everyone that is featured on the screen. And all the links are in the description. It's basically like it's a phone book down there. There's so many links in the description, so make sure to use them. Cedric Mullins has one of the highest pulled fly ball rates in all of baseball.
Oh, Chavez is going
Chavez
to
is
teach him how to
not-
play the right way.
Exactly.
No,
Slap the ball the other way. Here we go.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see this this tweet from this comedian Dan Carney from a couple hours ago? He was like, it's just a selfie of him at Yankee Stadium, and he said, "At the Yankees game, I hope no one fingers."
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
He looks like a young Tony Hawk. Like he's just, he's just like some unassuming regular dude. That's a hilarious tweet. I'm just seeing this now as I'm keep refreshing my.
Okay. So we have the full trade for the Padres prospect. This is how bare the prospects are. And these are the created players that they've traded: Boston Batman, Cobb Hightower, Victor Figueroa, Brandon Buttersworth, and Tyson, I hate my neighbors. Those are the guys that they just traded for Ramon Laureano.
All right.
What's it called?
Anthony Rivera from Subway to Shea. For you have to head out. If you want to plug anything, say anything. I mean, obviously the Mets seem to be done-ish here, so.
Well, before I got on, we got Cedric Mon, so maybe if I get off, then we'll get somebody else. Maybe that'll work out, and then I'll hop back on again.
All right.
Just at Subway to Shea. All Instagram,
All right.
TikTok, all that stuff, YouTube. You know where it's at.
Yep. We'll try for
Later,
a fifth
guys.
year in a row next year.
Yes, sir.
Later.
All right.
Later, TV star.
All right.
Willie Castro's
I
at the
don't know.
Cubs.
Yes.
Yep. For
Really Castro's to the
prospects.
Cubs.
Thank you, John Heyman. Thank you.
There you go.
The Cubs.
Yeah, I love when Heyman treat like obviously, bro. Obviously. If you don't know the return yet, don't say anything. For prospects, okay. So I thought it was for sweetest fish. Like what are you talking about?
Oh,
thought
you
even Naga was going the other way. I'm surprised.
take care of the casuals too, John. Relax. You gotta take care of the casuals. They don't know everything like you do. They're not as smart as you. Come on now.
That's true.
Come on.
You're right, Ibby.
Come
You're right.
on.
That O'Hearn Laureano trade numbers 4, 6, 12, and 29 from the Padres farm there's like nothing left. So
Exactly. So,
I
and
mean-
those names are not real. Like those,
And
those
Andrew,
were
are
not
those
human
guys now number 4 because of the guys that they shipped
That they
out,
shipped off,
or,
yeah. It's
or
just,
were
yeah,
they
how they-
4 earlier? Yeah.
So again, they moved to I don't know. It was obviously DeFreeze is obviously one. Who else was in the fucking Miller deal? Obviously, I just think it's just DeFries flip. There was other guys in it too. But
He was the only top 5 one that got moved.
yeah. So
Some NPCs.
yeah, just again, I how the hell does he keep getting away with it? Like just hey, these Brandon Buttersworth, that's a real human being. You can have him in a trade. Like these aren't real people.
South Park character.
Exactly.
John Morosi saying the Red Sox are making a push for Joe Ryan.
Ooh.
That would they can do it if they want to.
Call
They
them up,
can do it.
Stearns.
Yeah,
Get
they
involved.
They can do it. That is.
They can do it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right,
I
I'm
wish we had a farm system like that.
I'm digging deep now, but with the news of Merrill Kelly going and obviously the D-backs being ass, how would you feel? Last second desperation, add another bat, Pavin Smith.
I mean,
Is it April Pavin Smith or is
Exactly.
it,
Is it tops down?
August Pavin Smith?
That's the thing, and here's what I like about him: keeps a pretty healthy OPS. It's above 800 for the second straight year. Career 739. He's under team control through 28, so he's going to be a little more expensive, obviously. He's going to be getting paid arbitration for the next 3 years beginning next season, but that's your Jesse Winker replacement, not only for this year, but for moving forward as well, if you're looking to continue with that
I mean, he's
whole
on the
left-handed
injured list,
platoon
too.
guy.
So,
Oh, is he hurt
Is he
right now?
hurt? Stearns would never go for this because
And
he
I
doesn't
also-
make enough contact.
but I also think he's more of a platoon guy that faces against right-handers. If I'm not
Right, and that's exactly where he fits in. He
Well,
he takes
this
Winker's.
team is really struggling against lefties. So.
True, that is true.
Guys, breaking news in the chat from Paul Rivera. This is a sad one. This is a sad one. If you want to pull that up, his horse went in one of the Padres deals.
oh,
So,
midnight. Midnight.
I don't know if he's going to be able to maybe reacquire
They're,
the horse.
they're just poaching from everywhere.
There,
That's-
I
that's
mean,
rough.
anything he can
Well,
do to make deals.
Romero said they are expected to trade Joe Ryan.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who said it?
Francis Romero. He's actually been pretty solid. His information's
Okay.
been on point.
Well, he's the main guy who debunked Mike DePortes, so he's now.
No, he's
you know,
he's
Yeah,
been on
okay.
it.
So now
Yeah.
he's in the top
Cole
tier.
Drake and David Hageman is going to the Rangers in return for
These aren't real people.
Miracle.
Yeah, these people do not exist.
Hey, I'm just delivering the news. I don't-
At least do
I
it, right?
understand. I
At
understand.
least be funny with it if you're going to deliver a 10-day contract.
I'm guessing
Please
those
make-
aren't big time players. Like, I mean, for Merrill Kelly, it's like, man, I don't know. I'm thinking it's more so maybe the Mets just do believe in their rotation because like how could you not?
Yeah, they do.
Be in on that.
So deal with it.
Because to bail out so early, like be like no we're done like hours ago. They must not really want a starter. I think it was more so that like
Or it's just to keep Martino horny, and maybe they just do something.
I just think
Nobody wants that.
But I mean, I guess didn't maybe you said like Stearns hasn't lied to us? He pretty much
No.
outright said it a week ago. Hey, we're gonna add bullpen arms, and we're gonna
It's
look for center
difficult
field,
to
and that was
trade
it.
for starting
Like,
pitching.
Yeah. Well, he said when it came to the starters, he said he wants something with ceiling, and those things are still available. Like the one thing that bothers me is if you're going to say, and everyone has, and teams have their feelings on farm systems, but you can't tell me that the Yanks and the Stros are in on someone like Sandy when I know
said that Phil Maton's a lefty. Like, dude, what are we doing?
Wait, what?
like,
He is.
like if you're going to tell me that those teams,
His
if
bow
those
tie is
teams
too
are in-
tight, cut off the circulation
Oh
to his
my
brain.
if those teams are in on someone like Sandy, you can't tell me that the Mets couldn't be involved then, unless Stearns is just basically saying, I like everything I have more than what Sandy can be for me. That's the only reason, because the Mets system tops what the Yanks and the Stros have at this moment.
But the Yanks and
Rosenthal's
Stros have
onto
not added a
something.
pitcher either.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think
I
Sandy's
think
getting
Rosenthal's onto something, actually, because if you like flip the screen like mirror wide,
Shut
he's
up.
throwing left-handed.
Yeah.
Was he trying to say Steven Matz?
No, he said they're trying to get Phil Maton. The Rangers are trying to get
Left-handed reliever,
left-handed pitcher Phil
Phil
Maton
Maton?
from the Cardinals.
They want to be
Maybe-
angry in the
maybe he's
postseason
a-
watching them.
Does he have an
Maybe
evil
he's
twin
a
that throws
different
left-handed?
left-handed reliever named Phil Maton, just like how there's two Max Muncies currently. Maybe there's another guy.
That
maybe.
both
True.
play for the Cardinals.
Correct. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cloning is real. You heard it here first.
Well, I mean, in Baltimore and St. Louis, they kind of draft the same type of guys, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a cloning factory in those people. Those places. So
23 minutes away.
Are we gonna get a Joe Ryan at the deadline blockbuster?
I mean, if the Red Sox had the Stones, they should do it. I don't think they do,
Can they
though.
move Blackburn, please?
I know.
What's
For Joe
what's-
Ryan? I don't know if
For
I would
Joe-
do that.
exactly.
Can we
Joe Ryan.
get rid
I
of
would.
Paulie punch-outs, please?
What's Joe Ryan's contract situation like?
I think it's very
2 years? Yeah, he's got 2 more years term.
He would be
He's
a big
gonna get
haul, but
paid,
you know what? They
man.
gave up a good amount for Crochet, so you know we'll see.
Crochet?
Which one of the Mets pitching prospects would you most give up for Joe Ryan? Would you most want to give up?
They can have any of them.
Oof.
For Ryan, they can have any of them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say it's up to them. Like,
Yeah, I think in that one it's their choice. If you're asking me, I think it would be. I think they would probably push Sproat. That's my guess. But I think in that case, you would just ask them, "What do you want?"
We have a pitcher in our system named Jet Williams, and
Left-handed infielder, Jet Williams.
left-fielded infielder, switch thrower. He can do pretty
Could
much
play
anything.
center field.
Let me
I
tell
think
you one
Ryan-
thing. This kid's Altuve, okay?
He is Altuve.
He can do
He's
pretty
gonna be
much
playing second
anything.
base for us. That's what he's going to be doing, and
Yeah,
I'm going to love
sure.
it. Oh, I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And Anthony Bender's
I'd
still
snipe
on the
him, but the
Marlins.
bullet will go right over his head.
You're at eye level with him. What are you talking about?
Absolutely not. That is disrespectful. That is not true. That is not accurate.
Accurate, there you go.
Wait, we have
Accurate? I don't know, man.
bracking news: Carson and Jet Williams at eye level.
That's bracking.
I tower
bragging.
over that man.
Yeah,
Okay?
I
Or child.
just for the record, I think I'm at eye level with Jet Williams. I think it's me.
All right, 21
I
minutes.
think. I mean, I've met Evan and Matt in real life. I mean, I'm pretty tall. Like I'm 6 foot, right? Or is this? Or do you
Yeah.
think I'm shorter?
Yeah, and we also like made a wager on the side of that also, like betting, because I thought you were going to be short for some reason, and Matt thought that you were going to be tall. So we did. I don't even remember what the wager was, but we had a wager on that.
I think it was a Raising Cane's meal.
That's a
Yeah,
hell of a, that's a
might have
hell of
been
an. Yeah, there you go. Pretty good.
Does anybody have any SummerSlam predictions?
Jelly Roll hitting a 450. There you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just, I'm grasping at
I
straws
hate-
here. 'Cause
I don't hate Jet. I think
That's
he's
a lie.
extremely
That's a straight up
overrated.
lie.
At his cap.
I think he's
Straight up
extremely
lie.
overrated by this fan base.
Somebody leaked the DMs. Expose this man.
Well, yeah,
Say less.
obviously I'm going to go to
Say
some
less.
extreme. By the way, the
Say
poll in the
less.
chat has
less.
over 100 votes here. 56 of you are saying that Acuna would be the one that would likely be traded out of the baby Mets, but doesn't look like any of them are getting moved. It's
They're all
crazy.
staying.
they're just
One
all on.
of them, one
they're
of them
just
has
all
to
on
be
the
going
team.
down to AAA. How are they still on? I don't know how is that possible? I have no idea. No idea.
I mean,
with Acuna though, like if we have no other backup, right? Shortstop wise,
Mauricio.
Oh,
he's not really a shortstop.
I think he's moved out of short.
He's not really a third baseman either, or a second baseman.
Well, I know, but I think you could put him there in a pinch, and it wouldn't be insane. They're playing Jeff McNeil in center field, Ibby.
I know, but still, how many of these things can we do?
Yeah. Hey, we're just experimenting. It's all about experiments.
Stearns loves
It's
experiments.
all about playing pretend.
Loves experiments.
As we get closer and closer to Halloween.
Like it's Halloween every single day of the year.
My calendar app is stuck on October 31st.
Somebody quote tweeted Jeff Passons announcing Bader to the Phillies, and a Phillies fan said, "I see you are not satisfied with your subscription to Max Kepler. Can I interest you in a 3-month trial upgrade to Max Kepler Plus?"
That's good.
That is so good. Oh my God, that is fantastic. Absolutely.
Hey, I'm okay with Noel McLean making his debut. I'd love to see the kid pitch.
That's fine. I would love to see him. I would love to see him too.
Is it something you want to bank on?
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna happen. Like, just
they're gonna. But the thing is that he's probably gonna be capped at an innings limit. That's the thing with the prospects, where everyone's like, oh well, call him up. There are options. Well, not really. Like. They saw how they managed Scott. Like, it's going to be the same thing with McLean.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, Scott was much earlier in the season, and he already had a reported arm that was ready to go at any time.
And same thing went with McLean going into the draft. So it's not like there was a reason why he dropped to the 3rd round. There was a reason why he was seen as just a reliever at the time. So I mean. It's also just, Billy Epler not understanding some details. That's basically it.
Miguel and that's the thing with Epler is that, we thought that he made good trades, but it's like Gilbert gone. Acuna is either bad and maybe gone. I mean, so we're
he's an
really
idiot.
We're banking on Clifford was the one actual good prospect that maybe he got.
Hey, the Royals are buying again.
They got Bailey Falter. No way. And Andujar to the Reds. Wow.
Ooh, Miguel Andujar still bringing out Tree. All right.
On deadline.
Andujar still in deal.
Andujar getting traded. How could that be? That's illegal.
No.
What happened?
Oh, no. The Astros aren't done, as they still hope to add a reliever. Rays closer Pete Fairbanks.
Now
the relievers they're looking at. One source said Houston is turning every stone right now.
I thought you were about to say Philly. I could care less about the Astros. Yeah, they're in America.
Not my guy.
The Stros!
I know you guys were just talking about this, but if you look at the actual numbers with regards to the prospects, McLean pitched 109 innings last season. That was his max. He's at 104. Jonah Tong's max is listed at 113. He's at 92. Sproat 116. He's at 90. So there you go. If you're talking about innings limits and strict adherence to that.
That's why we don't plug in prospects.
Yeah. Well, they're going to, because they're not getting a starter.
Bro, Paul Blackburn's coming back, guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We have Blackburn.
Exactly. Did you see him versus the Dodgers?
Who they're trying to get rid of.
Speaking of Andujar, you guys think we can get Clint Frazier?
Paulie Pookie Punch-Outs is coming back.
No, we can't get Clint Frazier. He's untouchable.
Maybe Estevan Florial. Maybe him.
I thought Frazier would be just he's just a good bat, a good option to play center field and bat right-handed.
I also like the ballsiness of saying, that they would never trade Spencer Jones unless it's for Paul Skeens.
For Paul Skeens.
Yeah, way to put pressure on the kid.
The nerve you have to say that.
Dude, that's like some of the people that I've been arguing with over the last couple of days. They're like, I would trade Drew Gilbert for Mickey Mantle. Like, okay, but fucking what?
I wouldn't trade Drew Gilbert for Mickey Mantle, because you see how everyone was upset about that. I mean,
I'm so happy that he ended up going for a 35-year-old rental reliever when we were getting screamed at for saying that he could come back for Robert, and we were told how stupid we are. Well, now you get a 35-year-old rental.
I mean, listen, is not getting traded today.
In fairness, you could probably get Mickey Mantle now for Drew Gilbert. You know, if you wanted
Sandy's
to
not getting
exhume his
traded.
body, you could probably get whatever's left.
Mitch Keller will
Listen,
also
if
not be
Sandy
traded.
doesn't get moved,
Okay, so no Sandy,
they will
no
not be
Mitch.
trading Sandy today. He'll once again be the ace down the stretch as the Marlins keep pushing this season and developing for the future. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
he's
that just
getting
sounds like they're
traded
going to
this
trade him in the
offseason?
offseason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sounds like they're going to try to
it's
I
bank
mean,
on.
his value is at its lowest. It is.
Yeah,
But it's
look,
like
I get that more with Sandy as opposed to Robert. I would have sold Robert. I understand them holding Sandy. I get that.
especially because the market, there was no one like Robert on the market at all. And you could probably get a little bit more based on his upside, like not what they were asking for.
And you
but
had
probably
two
get a-
division rivals bidding against each other who
Correct.
are like a half game separating each other. Like you could have took advantage of that.
I
crap,
agree.
What did the Knicks do?
They're freaking stealing the headlines for the trade
Yeah.
deadline. The fucking Knicks, man.
They think they're the main character.
Wow.
That's
What-
wild.
They got Ben
They get Ben
Simmons.
Oh
Simmons. They got Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
They did?
Yo, we got
4
some
years,
big man
150.
playmaking. There you go.
God's sake.
Oh, they extended Bridges.
They extended
Wait,
Bridges.
Oh, Bridges
Come on.
150. Nice. Good for him.
oh.
Good for him.
Oh, fuck.
But how much?
4 years, 150.
Man, NBA
Also,
players make bank,
It's
man.
less than the
Absolute
max.
bank.
They did.
Leon, I'm in your walls right now. Oh my God.
That's frightening.
That's yeah. Trust me, I've experienced it. It's bad.
Somebody explain this to me in Mets terms.
It's basically if they extended
Don't
Beatty.
do it, I
Basically.
Okay.
Basically, if
Interesting
they extended
comparison.
Beatty. It's someone who you know could do something, but he doesn't do anything.
Okay. Ibby, explain this to me in WWE terms.
All right, let's see if I can figure this.
I'm trying to think what I could do on this one.
Or anybody else who's a wrestling fan.
Alright,
I just know I know Ibby is, and I know.
Well, I mean,
Keef
they
and
don't.
Ant-
WWE
are
doesn't really do that many contract extensions, so
That's
it's
true.
tough.
I know some Knicks
And also
fans
that,
who are
you
about
know,
to freak
Not,
out.
who's like stupid, lanky, athletic that occasionally has good matches but usually sucks.
Nestor Cortez to the Padres.
The Red Sox
Sure.
are bust for
Hey, they
Sure,
got
all
their,
right.
they got their
There you
cease
go.
replacement.
And Red Sox got Dustin May. What?
They got
What
Dustin May.
is? There, okay, now we're gonna get.
Oh my
Now
God!
we'll get now we'll
Ginger
get
What's
some.
going to be the
Aura.
color of his arm cast when he gets there?
All right, here we go. Here come the buzzer beaters.
It's gonna be orange to match his hair.
Marlins not trading Alcantara according to Craig Mish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever realized that Mish rhymes with fish and fish is a marlin? It's crazy.
It's crazy.
All right,
'cause
I'm gonna be out.
Yep, I'm a. Yeah, that's a.
Okay, so we're getting a couple buzzer beaters
Okay,
here.
now
Nothing
we'll
that
get.
has-
Yeah, now we'll.
So
get a
then,
bunch.
So
maybe
I'm
Joe
guessing-
Ryan doesn't get moved, or
That was their
I am
pivot.
guessing
Joe
the
Ryan.
Joe
Dustin
Ryan
May.
asking price was too high, and they got Dustin May.
Dustin May.
I mean, Francis Romero saying the Red Sox are desperately trying to acquire Joe Ryan in the final minutes of the deadline. That was a minute ago. So
after
I
the
don't know.
Dustin May deal.
Wait, who was going to tell me that Miguel Andujar was going to the Reds?
We said it. We talked about it. We even made
Oh
Clint
my
Frazier
goodness.
jokes.
The
Yankees
platoon
got
of
Jose Caballero.
the platoon of Andujar and Brian Hayes at third base.
Come on, let's see. Who would I want to see Paul Blackburn pitch for? That would be good Paul Blackburn estimation.
The Rockies.
Well, no.
You know who? You know what team might be desperate?
Oh, Braves.
You know what team might actually be desperate enough?
The Angels.
No, the the Yankees might be. I'm not gonna
That's a good point. They wanted a star.
if they're that desperate. I'm just saying. We're just saying.
Team for War is on it. 10 minutes left, and it looks like Kevin Parada will survive his second trade deadline.
Another deadline. There you go.
Man, Kevin Parada
Like-
just out here living his best life.
Just
Paul Blackburn.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a good chance anybody who doesn't get Joe Ryan's going to want Paul Blackburn.
yeah.
He is
I
a
mean,
great
this is the
he
same
is a
player.
great consolation prize.
They're the
Yeah,
same
great
player.
consolation.
Come on.
That's a fantastic consolation prize, in my opinion.
Same amount of All-Star games, one each. You know, it makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I want your best prospects for Paul Blackburn.
Has Joe Ryan ever dominated the Dodgers like he did that first game back? There it is. There's the Shea. McShams was buried on my fucking timeline. There it is.
Why?
So you know what?
Why?
Shout out Hebrew Hammer, Chazin.
Hebrew's here.
He's here. Congratulations, Mets. You flushed your farm system, which was your strength, for a couple of old rental relievers that Stearns will never re-sign, and a barely average center fielder. McNeil is better.
Hebrew, can I get an apology, or can me and John get an apology for mentioning Gilbert, that he was going to get dealt and then he eventually does get dealt? Do we get like a semi?
Enjoy San Francisco, Gilly Goo
A
Bear.
semi-sorry, maybe.
I'm looking forward to like 3 years from now when I can no longer play center field in my men's league and Gilbert is playing. I'll shift over to left for him. I'll shift to left field.
And
Gilbert
when
can
I'm
play
up in
center
the
field.
majors with my last name,
I don't know, Carson. At your height, I don't know if you can make it. I don't know. I don't know if you can make it, man.
is this the Caballero who was in the Derby?
Tampa Bay, right?
Buster Only reporting that
That's
the Mets were
Caminero.
in. The Mets were in on Merrill Kelly, according to Buster Only.
God damn it!
No, they're done.
And he was
They're
doing
done.
the
They're
chop while
sleeping.
tweeting it.
Is he
doing
betting the family farm?
No, I'm sorry. You must have. He wasn't doing the chop. It was this way.
The
was
Rangers are
that
close to
chop, yeah.
acquiring reliever, not left-handed reliever, Phil Maton.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Maton and DeGrom, what a pitching duo.
Yeah, but the
Going
Yankees get
to
another
Hars, going
shortstop.
to the
Anthony,
Reds.
Anthony Volpe getting moved to DH,
And Jeff McNeil's still here.
and Brett Beatty, your worst nightmare. Both guys still.
Told you. I told you it's not
Taylor
happening.
Rogers to the Cubs.
Cubs got Taylor Rogers.
Oh, I said
From
that yesterday,
Pittsburgh?
Carson. He would get
Yeah.
removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got swung around.
Yep. Hardly knew it.
Wow.
That Knicks news really ruined my day.
Yeah.
Why is it like a law in the garden that we gotta lock up cores that haven't won anything?
If I do say, if I do guess this correctly, I don't have the best
boy.
memory, but I think
Oh, boy.
during
Oh,
there was a
Adrian
Knicks
Hauser
move
to
that
the
happened.
Hauser.
To the Rays. Oh God.
Yeah.
The
He's
Schnauzer
winning-
got traded.
He's winning the Cy Young though.
7
they
minutes,
buying?
guys. We're
Why are they
we'll probably find out stuff about 15 minutes
After,
after
yeah,
6
it's
o'clock,
still gonna,
too.
there's still gonna be stuff filtering.
The
but,
Paul
yeah.
Blackburn sweepstakes.
Yeah,
Who's
so
winning?
So if you guys are, I don't know how many people are watching live, Carson, but if you're here, don't go anywhere because we'll find out where Paul Blackburn is headed coming up next.
Wait, so you're telling me I can't get my DoorDash after 5? It's 5 o'clock. Damn, kind of hungry.
Paul Blackburn will probably be delivering it to you.
Either him or Drew Gilbert. One of the
No, Richard Lovelady.
Yeah. I love the concept that we didn't need these relief pitchers. Meanwhile, we had Richard Lovelady pitching in meaningful games.
Razabon still has options left, so he'll stay with the organization.
47
How many
options left.
options does he have?
He's got so many options for somebody who's already 39 years old.
No, because I feel like they sent him
He's-
down twice at least.
I'm glad that they sent him down. Not just because he wasn't pitching well, it's because the fact that they nearly killed him this year. Like he's near death. Like that's how. Like he has pitched over 50 innings out of the bullpen. Like that's insane. That's nuts.
They almost
Crazy.
They almost killed Stepbro. Would have been sad to see.
Almost ended the yoga sessions.
Can't, dude. I'm out. So out. God. Brandon Lockledge is the return for Nestor Cortez. Cool.
Again,
bro.
not a real person. Not a real person.
Neither is Nestor Cortez, to be honest.
Your boy Monty Mania said, "I
Oh,
don't
Christ.
miss." I guess in reference to the fact that he said that the Mets and the Orioles were close, and then 4.5 hours later they traded for Cedric Mullins.
That guy's the worst.
He is the worst
you miss
person
a lot,
I've
actually,
ever
buddy.
seen.
The worst.
I don't know about that. I think we have plenty people on that list, John.
Ibby, you're so lucky that I'm logged into the Till Mets account and not the other one, my personal one.
Please just save
Tyler's
it for
Roger
later.
Taylor. Tyler Rogers' brother? Taylor? Yes, correct. Going to the Cubs.
So I guess Edward Cabrera, just nothing. Like what's
Nothing for
happening with
Zach
that?
Allen, nothing for Sandy.
According to Bob Nightingale, the Arizona Diamondbacks were getting little traction in talks
saw
for Zach
that.
Allen.
Because he stinks.
Because he's poopy.
Stinks.
But will be a
Dude,
Uh-oh.
he's the
third
number
recommendation.
10
Oh,
prospect.
God.
Let it
Not
go.
even. He's less than that.
Or was.
5
Just
foot
to be
8.
clear,
Exactly.
the Mets did not destroy their farm system. They did not destroy their farm system. Drew Gilbert is not even the best prospect that they traded yesterday.
That's
He's
true.
behind
Period.
Carson Bench. He's behind AJ Ewing. I mean, what are we doing here?
He's
I'm
behind
way
Nick
better than
fucking
him.
Morabito.
He
I'm
probably in line
way
with
better
Morabito.
than him.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm
last
way
part,
better than Drew Gilbert.
but-
Just give me a chance.
We've
okay?
seen your swing. You don't use your legs. You're all arms. You're not,
I am way better than him.
No. We've seen
Dude,
that
I
swing.
literally
You gotta
hit like
work on that
3
bottom
home runs
half.
in the last few days.
Well, when you played,
I was just in
Park, I mean, come
Binghamton, and I came here to do this stream as well.
Shut up.
Appreciate me while you have me.
Oh, God. It's going to be his do is knowledge me now? Great. I got to deal with this Samoan guy. Phil Mayton.
How could Stearns trade Gilbert? How could Gilly Goobert go? No one cares.
Cub
We'll
tonight.
survive. We'll survive.
2 minutes. Hit that refresh button.
I'm waiting for the Dodgers to fire Joe Ryan on occasion because that's what they do. I'm waiting.
Paul
Phil
Blackburn
Maton
to the
to work.
Dodgers. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, then he beats us in the playoffs.
Yeah,
And I can't wait, Mets fans.
I mean, listen, if they want Blackburn, I'll take bets. I know he's having
Yeah.
a bit of a down year.
Yeah, buy low on him.
Yeah, I'd buy low on bets if they wanted to do that.
The Pirates will not be trading either Andrew Heendog or Dennis Santana.
Why?
All right.
I don't know.
Well, that's
They're
Pittsburgh being
competing.
He's not a
Pittsburgh.
rental, right? Yeah. I mean, when you got the worst, front office in Pittsburgh, I mean, come on.
Bob Nutting.
Yeah, not trading Dennis Santana is interesting.
But he has another year, doesn't he's got term. He's got another
I know, but
year. So.
Wow, the Giants got Camilo Doval.
What?
Oh,
Giants got Camilo Doval.
they've had Camilo.
Was he not?
You mean the
in
Yankees
Florida
got him?
already?
I mean, the Yankees got Camilo Doval.
Oh, the
my bad.
Yankees
I'm
got
about to
Camilo
say
Doval.
Yankees.
Oh my,
My bad.
gosh. That's a good
That's a-
move.
Oh no! How many closers does this team have?
I mean, they don't have
Well,
any. They've
They
set
have
up
one
guys.
good. They have one good one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Camelo
Williams still got ERA
Doval.
over 5. Not good last night. Wow.
Devin Williams,
That's a nice, yeah, not pitching well.
Bednar, and Doval.
Doval with Luke
Not
Weaver.
bad,
Devin
Cash
Williams.
God. Not bad.
Still didn't get a starting pitcher, but
I think he's referring to me. Yes. My name's Tim. Last name
Look-
Poole.
Ben Rover.
Let me actually make sure. Hold on.
Sean Heyman, the Tigers are working to get a starting pitcher.
It's the deadline, brother. You ain't working on
Little
that.
late,
It's
bro.
too late, baby. Now
Are they working?
It's
'Cause
too
I-
late.
My clock just struck 3 p.m., which means, based on some math that I'm aware of, it's 6 p.m. on the East Coast. So
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
according to, we got 5 seconds according to MLB Network. Now there's 3 seconds. Now I guess now it's
okay,
11 MLB. There you go. But
I-
again,
I
deals
can-
will still be announced.
I can hang for a couple minutes and see if some deals are announced. Then I gotta go make a sandwich because I am hungry.
I have to bounce though. I gotta leave. So represent the show, John, and stay on the show account. Please don't embarrass us. Please don't.
Or do something dumb on the account.
Or
That would
don't
also
do
be
that.
entertaining.
Just
It's entertaining. I mean, it'd be entertaining.
It would
But
be, but no.
We're working hard over here.
I can't do that. I can't do that to Ibby. I can't do it. I can't do it.
So what you do
I
is
gotta-
you make a
What a
burner.
market
Till Mets
today
do
for
his part 2.
relievers.
Yeah. Till Mets burner.
Maybe we'll see ya.
I appreciate
Later,
it, Carson.
dog.
I appreciate the invite. Good talk with all you guys. Fun deadline. I can't wait to watch Cedric Mullins strike out tomorrow. But
Pretty much.
be well, everyone. Have fun.
Later. So we'll see. I'm waiting for the Martino tweet. Paul Blackburn starts on Friday.
Yeah.
All punch outs.
Mark
Where's he
Mark
going?
Feinsand saying, as expected, the White Sox will not be trading Luis Robert. Did not trade him. That's crazy, but they did not. They just decided to hold on to him and all of the money.
Watch them like just
Nobody cares.
No one cares. Also, Jesus Baez is not crap. He's the best prospect that the Mets traded, and somehow they were able to acquire 4 players by only trading 1 prospect of significance. Wild. Drew Gilbert is not good. He didn't have a place on this team.
Whoa!
Jacks to the Rays.
Whoa!
Griffin Jacks.
Ooh, why are they
Griffin
buying?
Jacks to the Rays.
Charlie Morton to the
my
Tigers.
goodness.
They got
Charlie
their
Morton
starter.
to the Tigers.
They got
They
that
got their
starter.
guy.
There you
Griffin
go.
Jack, that's a good pickup for Tampa.
Uncle Chuck going to Detroit. Griffin Jacks. What is this return?
I don't care about that trade. Charlie Morton's going to the Tigers. That's what I care about.
Oh my goodness.
He cares about the duck and curveball.
Can we just trade Blackburn
We care
for
about
cash, please?
Yeah, trade him for the soda machine money.
Like
fucking
$14. Like I don't care. Like get rid of them.
Thank you, John Morosi. I didn't know that the Nationals were holding on to Mackenzie Gore.
The Blue Jays are acquiring Louis Varlin from
That's
the
another Twins
Twins.
reliever, yeah. Another twin reliever going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Twins. The Twins just said, "Fuck it, everyone's going."
So, and Andy DeComo, no last-minute surprises. The Mets deals are done with the 4 guys they've acquired.
Well, they
Yay!
were all, and just according to Chaz, and they were all bad deals. So,
Yeah.
because
up.
he said, John, why don't you read all the top 20 prospects that were let go in this disaster?
And if I
So
have
guess-
a World Series trophy in my hand at the end of October, I'm not gonna care.
No, because a follow-up question, if the Mets do not win the World Series this year, are you going to say that it was all worth it? Yes, because they didn't trade anything of significance. Drew Gilbert never had a place on this team. He's not a center fielder. They have
They
2
put
corner
Jeff
outfielders
McNeil
locked
in
up.
center field. That tells you everything you need to know.
I know. That's the thing. I don't even, like, honestly, I know that I
Who's
will
not
joke
a
around-
center fielder and has never played it in his career.
And Carson, I don't want to muddy the waters here because I know you and I are similar where we'll we'll poke fun and we'll say our things and whatever. And I said, Drew
Yeah.
Gilbert will play on my men's league team and all this stuff. I don't even dislike him that much, but it's easy to have fun when people are just like, oh my God, I can't believe they did this. They traded all these people, blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, if they win a World Series, obviously it's worth it. If they don't win a World Series, we could judge it then, but they did not give up anything of significance. Their minor league system that everybody wants to talk about that is so vaunted and oh my God this and oh my God that. Well, listen, I don't care what you think of some of these guys. They have Jet Williams, they have Brandon Sproat, they have Nolan McLean, they have Jonah Tong, they have the dude that they just signed and they gave him that massive international bonus. whose
Ilian
name I
Pena.
can't- Thank you, Elian Pena. Like there are so many people. They have Carson
yeah,
Bench.
Pena.
They have all of these people, and there's also how many young players that we just found out they didn't trade any of them that are still on the team. Vientos is still on the team, and Beatty's still on the team, and Mauricio is still on the team, and Alvarez is still on the team, and Acuna is still on the team. How many prospects do you think are going to come up and play for this team?
Exactly.
Everybody's sitting there and they're getting so excited. Oh, last week it was incredible. The Mets had 7 players of the 9 in their starting lineup. They were all homegrown, and the 2 that weren't are just Soto and Lindor. Well, guess what? The 2 that weren't, the 2 best players on the team. What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What is this
Drop
return
and
for
tweet
Griffin
that on-
Jacks? I need to know.
Sorry,
I'm-
I'm just, like,
No, go
Also,
off,
again-
John. I
Go
loved it.
off,
That was
yes.
great.
We need something.
I just can't understand the.
It's just the it's the constant concept of I want everyone, but I don't want to give up anyone.
That's what I said the
Like-
other day.
Like you can't have both. You got to give to get. That's what trading is. Like,
I don't know why.
Jesus Christ.
I just don't get why fans haven't learned how stupid it is to prospect hug. Because of what PCA panned out. What about your Jared
That's it.
Kelenics? Like,
And you know what? Look, I don't want to. I hate to be a broken record on this, but I actually don't know you guys. We never worked together before. This is something that I said on the show on Tuesday. You can only judge trades in the context of the time that they are made, right? Because otherwise, then you got to wait 5 years. You got to wait whatever. Especially when you're talking about dealing prospects. I can make a case that even though we all look back now and we say, "Wow, it'd be great if we had PCA," right? And we all look back at the Kelenic trade, and we would all do that trade again because Edwin Diaz was the best player of all of that entire trade. But when you look at just making a deal and asset allocation, when you talk about trading PCA, who was a defensive first prospect coming off of massive shoulder surgery, and you get maybe the best 2.5 months of Javi Baez's career when he also played shortstop for you when Lindor got hurt, then you get Trevor Williams for a season and a half. The value that they got at that time made sense on that deal. Whereas Kelenic, who probably will not be in baseball at all in the next year or so.
He'll be playing softball with you.
Exactly. But when you trade Kelenic and you get a closer when you're not a closer away from winning a championship, and you traded your number one prospect in your organization to get a closer and picked up $100 million of Robinson Cano's deal, that's actually a worse deal. Even though
There's the return on Varlin, by the way.
PCA is
they're getting
better.
Ty France too.
Sorry.
They're getting Ty France apparently, but okay. Griffin Jacks to the Rays. Oh, thanks, John Heyman.
Anyway, that's my
so
point.
Informational.
Is the value of the trade you can't just look at it and go, I'm upset now because one guy, like, no.
Context matters. That's why. Like,
yeah.
We deal with this all the time. Evan, Matt, we deal with this all the time with Rangers fans. Like, they have no like spot of context of why it makes sense. It's like,
well, and the whole reason why I brought it up, Evan and Matt, is because, like, tell me that's crazy. Like, when you think about it, like, the deals made – well, one deal made sense. The other one didn't, despite the fact that the Mets won one trade and obviously lost the other one.
No, I fully agree.
Yeah.
Boys, I got to bounce.
It's sort of,
all right.
sort of similar. Like,
Tony, you want to plug anything on the end here?
No, nothing. You guys know where to find me and daily Mets content. So hopefully they put it together here. Let's go. Come on.
All right.
Well, no surprise moves for the Mets.
No. Yeah.
That's a bummer. The Mets did really, really, really well. I just wish that once they didn't get Robert and they pivoted to Mullins, I wish they would have gotten one more thing. But good deadline. Can't complain about it. You know, your team goes out and gets 4 guys in a couple of days, and 3 of them are late inning relievers when your bullpen was bad. I'm not going to get upset about it.
No, it wasn't bad. I feel like there probably should have been something else in there, like something else.
Yep.
But beggars can't be choosers at this point. I mean, it seems like they are going for it. I mean, Soto, Rogers, and Helsley, all quality relievers, all back-end style relievers. They have been throughout their entire career. Cedric Mullins, not my first choice, but can definitely lock down center field better than somebody like Tyrone Taylor, who is not an everyday player and shouldn't be.
Yeah. And honestly, not my first choice, Carson, but of the guys who were traded, so if you take Buxton out and you take Duran out and you take Robert out, kind of my first choice. The other guys didn't get moved. So,
yeah,
you know, Quan didn't even get moved.
Yeah. Taj Bradley's going back in the Jack's deal.
Ooh. I mean, if the Rays can't figure out Taj Bradley,
ain't nobody can.
I think the Twins can, but whatever.
It's fun to play pretend.
It is fun.
Don't worry. He'll get to watch Kirill Kaprizov.
Do you guys agree with this sentiment from Mike Puma? He says Mets bolstered center field and improved the bullpen greatly. Give this trade deadline a B+. The missing piece was a starting pitcher. I feel like that's a very honest critique.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you, Puma.
I was about to say that. I'm like looking at all the trades. For me, it's a B+. You add 3 very good arms to this bullpen. You create probably one of the best bullpens in all the major leagues. You get a solid, reliable center fielder and Mullins. It's just for me, I just would have liked a little bit more, either on the starting pitching side or another bat. But look, if one of Sproat or McLean come up and they show that they can handle, being put into a pressure cooker environment and they're able to eat innings down the stretch, then by all means, fine. But like I said, B+ for me.
It's also more the fact that I think a lot of people, whether it is the Mullins deal, the top guys have to step up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they haven't been recently. That's the only way they're going to win, is if they step up. So we can't just sit here and say that the offense isn't good enough. We know that this offense can be good enough.
Correct.
If that Fab Four, whatever we're calling it this time, can actually step up.
And
that's what you need to see.
All four of them have not even close to being hot at the same time. They've all had their hot stretches, but all four of them. And honestly, has there been a moment where like two of them have been going really well? Maybe like there was a little bit of overlap between Soto's crazy June and like Nimmo.
A bit with Peyton Lindor at one point.
They were both good.
Yeah. Okay. So the two times so far, like that's not.
Frank and I said this so many times on our show. This offense is consistently inconsistent. They got to catch fire some way. Hopefully they do. And if not, there's going to be a certain hitting coach who's going to be out the door. Let's just say that. Because if they come up short in October, it 100% will be because of this offense. And I can guarantee you that. It's not going to be because we don't have enough pitching, we don't have enough this, we don't have enough of that. We have seen enough this season, past 100 games, that this offense is what needs to carry them. They are all the way over $2 billion of this top four in this lineup. Show me that you're worth that. Not to mention that guy wearing number 20 who has been god-awful these last few weeks. Show me you're worth a contract too.
Yeah,
that's it.
All fair.
Yeah, that's why it's like Matt and I talked about this on our show the other day, where it's like now you can't. Like, this is all on the players now. Like, there's no blaming Stearns. He added to the team. The core guys have to step up. It's just that's simple.
It. Yeah. That's literally it. I mean, I'm sure that there was talks about a starting pitcher, but again, you can't tell me that the pitching is the big problem when you're relying on them so much and you have one or two runs on the board every single night. That can't happen. Just can't.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, it's one of those situations where like, if you only like obviously this isn't the case every night with the Mets, but if you only score one run every night, it kind of doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if you lose 2-1 or 10-1.
Yeah.
You didn't score enough to win. And
you didn't respond at all.
No. And honestly, I'll even take a hot streak, like swapping hot streaks from the four guys at the top of the lineup with some of these guys contributing at the bottom of the lineup at the same time, where it's like we've seen the top of the lineup carry and then we've seen the bottom of the lineup carry. Never has there even been overlap between those two groups, let alone like, if all four of the superstars got hot at the same time. It's like, no, even if Soto got hot along with like Mauricio and Alvarez and Vientos, that's also still enough.
And like I said, none of those combinations have happened yet. It's frustrating because it's a lineup that has potential on paper. It's a rotation that has potential on paper. And now the bullpen's got a ton of potential on paper. But, win games on paper. And like we say, it's what team gets hot. If somehow the Mets finally have that hot streak towards the end of the season, carry it over, you can go far. If the hot streak doesn't come, then you don't. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
They'll be taking a step backwards if you don't have guys stepping up. And
like,
again, it's been like
really
this with the offense all
or
season.
Not very far.
It's just the problem is the hot streaks never last long enough. The cold streaks, they last a long time. It's the hot streaks. That's why I always say this offense, it's a bipolar offense, and it's been this way since 2022 when Chavez came in.
Yeah, that's why I think one of the biggest things they could do is get rid of Chavez. I know a lot of us agree on that, but like I just think that he is not doing any favors. I think some of these guys are too good.
It has nothing to do with the talent on the roster. It's the way that he gives that impression to the young guys, which I don't like at all. I don't like it. and the way that he gets into these young guys' head, and the way that also he carries himself. He's a loser. He really is. I don't even know how else to say it. He's genuinely a loser. If you've seen some of the stuff on social media, that some of this stuff that he has done, basically just, starting wars with fans, which you don't want to do. I mean, Javi Baez, Francisco Lindor, that whole thing. Remember that whole outburst and everything? That didn't bode well. Like, starting wars with fans, that's something that you don't want to do. So I don't want to hear it. It's unbelievable. Again, and people say hitting coaches don't do anything. Then why do the Mets have two? Why do the Mets have two?
Why does every team have a hitting coach?
That's what I
Or
was
just
saying
have
them.
the young guys. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've
whatever.
had that argument with so many people that comment that.
Unbelievable.
I like how Feinstein told. He said Tommy Pham was not traded despite absolute assurances from John Morosi he would 100% be dealt. He kind of like threw Morosi under the bus in a certain sense.
So, Griffin
Wow.
Jacks is just 1-for-1.
Morosi versus
for-
Feinstein. Do they have a Twitter beef that we don't know about?
There you go.
I don't know.
Royals are
Josh
getting Mike
Bradley.
Yastrzemski, and Dustin May got traded for Tibbs. So second time this year, James Tibbs has been traded for Dustin May. So finishing up the loose ends.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go make a sandwich. This has been an absolute blast. Pleasure meeting you guys, Matt and Evan. Pleasure seeing Frank, Andrew, and Carson as always. Nice to be accosted on another show that's not mine by somebody in the chat. That's always fun. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But now,
Update by the way.
Yeah.
The Twins are paying a whopping $33 million of Correa's contract of the remaining 103.42 of the contract.
The Royals got Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, they're buying.
They did.
Under
Rays, the
500
Royals.
teams, I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
The Rays and the Royals, big, going out and spending under 500.
Teams
Huge
with
crapshoot.
identical records in the Giants and Royals, by the way, with two different approaches.
different,
Hey, the American League-
different
The
leagues,
American
different
League
divisions.
is such a crapshoot right now.
Yeah.
You
No,
just get
it's
in, and they stuck.
All right, guys.
Later, John.
See you,
I'll see you,
outta
John. Awesome.
with the
All right.
balloons.
Some balloons happen. I don't know.
Yeah, what that was.
But yeah, I think we're gonna end it off here because it doesn't look like there's any other moves that come through. Seems like the Mets aren't gonna do anything. We'll see what they do with Paul Blackburn. Is he just designated for assignment? I don't know because
Designated on the
there's-
injured list.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe they just phantom IL him
He-
again.
he's a Hall of
I
Famer
don't
there.
know.
He could return.
Yeah, he is. So we'll see what happens. But as for the trade deadline additions for this team, Gregory Soto from the
Orioles.
Orioles,
Royals.
Tyler Rogers from the Giants, Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals, and Cedric Mullins to top it off. So there's 4 additions that they made at the trade deadline in total. And, we'll see what happens with this starting rotation. It's possible that we have some young guys come up. Best condolences to Drew Gilbert, because apparently he's a big loss to this organization.
Why
And
not,
I don't know. Decent deadline. Maybe there could have been one more, but it's whatever. So, as for everybody that participated and came here on the screen for a little while, we're here the entire time, like Evan and Matt were. All their links are in the description. Make sure to go check them out. And we will probably have another podcast after this upcoming Giants series, obviously. And quite the stream. Make sure to follow everyone individually, like we said. Make sure to subscribe to Mets Weekly. Turn on those post notifications, all that great stuff. Links are in the description. And, of course, let's go Mets. Trade deadline is done. On to the playoff push. We'll see you guys next time.